Yep.
Introducing your teams for the European Pro Series. Viper Simple and Blue, the red team. Fighting for the black team, it's Cake, Addy Mestic, and Doughbrain. In the yellow corner, it's Agzo, Hermison, and Machete. Zero, Acno, and Chetero make up the blue team. Pretty in pink, it's 2D, Knees, and Fizz. Look out for the orange team, it's Ariel, QS, and the Ninja 729. Wearing purple, it's Goosey, Heisen, and M for Mini. Fighting in white is Daiku, Effie, and Pavelski.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the European Brawlhalla Pro Series.
Woo!
It's finally happening. This is going to be a good one. We've got 4 excellent matches set up for you here today with all the best players in Europe ready to fight in teams of 3. We're going to be seeing crew battles today, and that's awesome. This is like we never get the chance to do this.
Do you mind explaining crew battles? Maybe people didn't get to catch the North American
If
Pro
you
Series.
didn't watch the North American
like,
Pro Series, if you didn't watch the North American Pro Series, don't worry, we got you. First of all, what's up? Where were you? But second of all, we got you. Don't even worry about it. Crew battles, basically like a relay race of 1v1 fights, right? Each team has 3 people. Each person has 3 stocks, and they're going to fight, and whoever wins gets to keep their remaining stocks to fight the next member of the opposing team. And the opposing team gets the chance to decide who's going to go out to fight this guy, who else do they have lined up. There's a whole layer of strategy involved in who you send out and when. The first players that get sent out are blind pick. So who do you start with somebody that is most well-rounded to limit the chances of getting counterpicked early on by chance, or or do you go in and play a really hard counterpick and hope it works out? Do
you put in your Gimp Lords first and just try to get as many stocks early? Like, there's a lot of strategy that can come into those crew battles, like you're saying. So we've got, like you said, 4 matches lined up. That means we have 8 teams overall, comprising of 8 times 3, 24 of the top European players. I think I did that quick math properly. And these are some intense teams. I think if you caught the start of the stream and you saw all of the players, those names, those intense, folded arms and looking at
they're serious.
Especially
the purple team. They really mean business here. Let's bring up our schedule slide here, and let's show you guys the order of matches that we got coming up here.
We're good?
Okay, I think we're good. We had a little issue there.
Little technical issue. Hopefully everything's okay.
Everybody can hear us okay? Okay.
So schedule for today. We've got 4 matches starting off with, let's see, the first one today is going to be yellow versus the blue team.
Yellow team versus blue team. That's going to be a good one. That's Agzo, Hermison, and Machete versus Acno, Zero, and Chetero. In your opinion, this is your time to be totally biased.
Okay, well,
which team are you rooting for?
Which
team? Not which team are you rooting for, but which team do you expect to come out on top here?
I think yellow team is a more foundational team. They're a more well-rounded, established team. Hermison's been consistently hitting those top 3, top 4 finishes in 1v1s. You've got the likes of Agzo, who has just been a monster throughout the 2018 season. 2019, he's had some hits and misses, but he's still just an all-around, really well-rounded player.
Second place. 2v2 world champion.
Absolutely. And then you've got Machete, as some might say, and he's just an absolute lights out player. He's got so many different characters under his pool, under his house of legends. On the other side, you've got Zero, Akno, and Chetaro, and these are some up-and-comers, some players that have these big pops, especially, like, I'm looking at Akno, and I'm like, you just did amazing in Spring Championship.
To me, Blue Team is actually, like, the secret hidden boss in this whole Pro Series, because Zero has been on top of 1v1 rankings, just ranked rankings, like, a lot. He lives up in that number one slot. So he's on the grind. He's fighting anybody who's willing to challenge him. He doesn't care who's smurfing against him or what it is. He's out there always grinding for Elo, right? And like you were talking about Akno, he took out Blue in like top 128 of Spring Championships, only to meet him again in grand finals, right? So that's like, this guy, I mean, the way, depending on how you look at it, kind of like number 2 right now. I mean, in the last competition, he's number 2. And then Chetaro can beat anybody, right? I mean, we've seen it so many times. It's been a while since we've looked at him at the top 8 of a tournament, but it wasn't that long ago where he could just slay anybody, and he'll do it with 3 stocks left. Like, he'll get Gauntlet Gimps super early, and that's like huge in a crew battle.
Absolutely.
Every stock is so important. When your team only has 9, you don't get a second chance if you mess up, and so Chetaro coming in and just getting a gimp on any one of these guys, Agzo, Hermison, Machete, and his team is up. So I'm going to give it to Blue Team. I think Blue Team's going to take it. I can imagine a world where Yellow Team takes it, but we're just going to have to find out.
Just saying, though, Yellow Team's got Hermison, Queen Nai God.
Oh.
Coming in. Very high defense, high attack, very safe plays. It's going to be hard to take stocks off of Hermison, which makes him a really good safe pick
that
for
is a
crew
good
battles.
point. Yeah, and he's probably the only Queen Nai in this Pro Series, although maybe Cake will bring him out. Cake on the black team.
He does have one.
But we haven't seen a Queen Nai in the Pro Series on the NA side, right?
No.
NA side's over now. 0 Queen Nais. We don't know what Queen Nai is going to do to a crew battle. Yeah, good point. Maybe that's what's going to take him over the edge. Or Chetaro's just going to just throw the Queen. Doesn't matter how much defense she has.
If you run out of jumps, you run out of jumps regardless of the defense.
Well, we're going to find out. Let's see who is the first match that's going to be coming up today. We've got, we're just talking, we know it's yellow versus blue. Which players are they going to send out first?
So you see the yellow team's
in finding out.
roster: Agzo, Machete, and Hermison.
I'm thinking they're going to send out Agzo first.
Okay.
And I think blue team's going to send out Akno first. If I was Zero, my call would be, let's send out Akno. He just finished slaying all these guys in the Spring Championship. Let him get us an early lead. It'll just make it that much easier to continue onward. You don't have to fight that, like, oh, it's do or die right now. We'll see what happens. Oh, okay. The teams are in, and yellow team sends out Hermison. Blue team sends out Akno.
So I 100% agreed with your logic, but also I can see the Hermison pick because, like I was saying,
it makes sense.
He's just a safe start. Like it's going to be hard to break down this wall of Hermison, and that early momentum, getting those first couple stocks, is going to be so big for your team.
Yeah, and I really imagined Hermison. I imagined Hermison's counter on the blue team being Chetaro.
Okay,
and luckily for them, it works out this way where Hermison's probably not going to have to fight Chetaro.
Not right off the bat.
Unless he slays this first round. Maybe he does have to fight him. We'll see what happens there. I think we're ready to get started. Looks like Hermison's picking Ragnar right now on the yellow team. Look, he's wearing the yellow shirt and everything.
I do appreciate
awesome.
that he planned that out for his picture. He's like, I got to wear yellow, got to rep the team.
He's got nearly $5,000 in Brawlhalla esports earnings. That rank 13 up there, that is that's overall. Yeah. That's globally 1v1 rankings. He is number 13. That is nothing to scoff at. This guy is a beast. 8 different top 8 placements on his own. Fighting against Akno, who is kind of like the up-and-comer. Look at this. He's got 1 top 8, right?
Ever.
That was the 1 top 8 he ever did, but he has almost $3,000 in earnings. This guy is... quality achievement, quality wins here. That ranked 38. That's just because there's no other.
There's no other
he barely has any tournament
data.
So Akno is actually, it's these stats are just crazy because he's such young blood in the pro scene for Brawlhalla that you just can't expect it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The first match of the European Brawlhalla Pro Series is about to kick off.
3, 2,
It's a crew battle
1,
between yellow team and blue team. Hermison versus Akno. Here we go.
Hermison, again, starting off with that Ragnar. We see Akno over to this Mordex pick. Mordex with the Scythe and Gauntlets means he's going to have a lot of strings, a lot of momentum that he can put onto Hermison.
Akno's looking good so far. He hasn't even taken a hit yet. Oh man, he's still just rocking. This is exactly how you want to play a crew battle, right? So meticulous. Every hit is important, right? Because if he can somehow make it through this without even losing a stock. Okay, Hermison has broken the seal.
He's gotten some damage onto Akno.
He's not invincible. Here we go. Hermison bringing it back.
He's staying below Akno, likely looking for that downline setup, but Akno, he's going to go over to that right side island. Very safe position for him.
Hermison's kind of in trouble here. He's in red. Akno hardly damaged. He's not even orange yet. And if Akno, depending on his next couple moves here, might just be able to delete Hermison in an instant. Gets the right signature off. Gets the right gimp off. No, he really guessed with that side sig there. He was going for a huge read. Hermison taking advantage now, starting to bring back the damage. Hermison, it looked like Hermison wanted to get rid of that axe. Yeah, he wanted double Katars.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was scary. He didn't have another jump.
He slipped in between those two platforms. Had to use the recovery. Oh, bounces off the wall. Great spot dodge. That side light almost killing Hermison. That's so much damage onto this Ragnar. But Hermison, he's come back a little bit. He's gotten some damage onto Akno.
Yeah, I mean, it was so one-sided before. Now it's basically anybody's sock. Nice read by Akno. He got the setup. He reacted. He waited to see what Hermison did out of that spot dodge. Perfect. Got the exact punish for a spot dodge. Akno gets it. A huge give. Oh, man. Off the side. It looked like he was about to set up again.
Hermison needs to finish the stock. The recovery will do it, keeping it close.
I feel like just barely got the KO there. Lucky for him, because that could have taken a whole nother minute maybe to take that stock. But he took it with hardly a damage differential to deal with here. So Hermison in a pretty good position considering how the beginning of that first stock went. And Hermison's weapon starving now. He's not going to let Akno get something. Akno's playing as evasively as possible while he doesn't have a weapon. Now that he's got his gauntlets, he's starting to bring it back. And oh man, Hermison with the turnaround. Oh, off stage! Okay, Hermison out of danger there, but scary stuff.
Back and forth. But Akno does still maintain that slight lead. He's playing this very safely around Hermison. He wants to give his team as much of an advantage as possible. But Hermison, with this Qatar play, just maintaining the center stage control onto Akno.
And so now Akno's got the scythe. Now you gotta worry a little bit because Akno can just kill you with the scythe, and no matter what position you're in. Oh, now Hermison without a weapon. Akno going on the aggressive, but Hermison turns it around. What a slide kick, ground pound off the edge to get the KO on Akno. And even though Akno has been in the lead this entire time, Hermison has just brought it back, and now he's got a whole stock. Never mind.
Again, sidelight into recovery. Akno knows his kill options, and he did a great job picking that up real quick, keeping this one close.
Yeah, same move for the KO that time. Oh, Akno tried to weapon starve, but Hermison stole it. And now Hermison's starving. Akno doesn't seem keen on fighting unarmed.
No, he does not want to go unarmed in the Qatars.
Yeah, and the position that he's in right there on Twilight is probably the best place to be if you just don't want to fight, right? So while he's unarmed, he's kind of hanging out back there for good reason because Hermison just puts the pain on him every time he gets close without a weapon. Oh man, Hermison now starting to take the lead. This was really looking like Akno had it easy.
He's going to control this corner.
And now Hermison's just totally in control here.
Great backup from Hermison. He's just getting this damage onto Akno. Akno finally picks up that scythe. He'll have the range advantage over the Qatars now. But Hermison's just doing so well playing around Akno.
Whoever takes this game is going to give their team a one stock advantage going into the next match. Their health will heal up, and the stock will reset. And they'll go back to fighting the next opponent with a full, fresh one stock.
Oh, the wake up. That's a burden dodge from Hermanson, but he still manages to pick up a downlight recover. He can finish this off. Can he get the recovery? No, Acno avoids
He's looking
it.
for it. He really wants that guitar recovery. And there it is. Oh, he's
gonna
still
kill.
alive. Acno has a chance here, but he can't afford to get hit. Even just one more of those, and he'll be done. Acno's looking
He's
for
so
his
scared.
opening. He's being as cautious as he can be. He wants to get that downlight hook. If Hermanson comes up just a little too far, he'll be able to get a KO off of it. Hermanson
reverse it with
obviously
that downlight.
knows that and is not giving him the opportunity. So they're fighting around this little island. And Acno is so scared right now. One hit and Hermanson can take it. But Hermanson knows, with the scythe, Acno can just pick him off. Whoa! Hermanson ready to take a huge risk. Acno's running out of jumps here. Okay, now switching over to the other side. And Hermanson comboed off the weapon throw as soon as Acno showed his face on the stage. Hermanson got the KO. Well played by the yellow team.
Really great patience from Hermanson to not take the bait of Acno. Acno really wanted to play that island game.
He almost did, though. That ground pound.
That was a risky one.
That Acno spot dodge, I was like, oh no. Like, he could just lose it with that. No, Hermanson was playing it right. Acno, that one particular spot in that one particular map really gives you control if you don't want to engage, right? You actually can just force the other person to engage. Hermanson, rightfully so, just waited. He doesn't have to play into that. Acno's actually in an advantageous position there because he has the scythe with the active input turnarounds, right? He'll just nair him and turn him around. You don't want none of that.
Gimp potential.
So
I really
Hermanson played it right.
There was this moment in the second stock where,
Chetero coming out next for the blue team.
Okay, Chetero is going to be the pick, the counter pick, in your opinion, against Hermanson.
I think so, yeah. Well, I mean, he's only got the one stock, so Chetero really needs to come in here and just shut it out real quick. He only has to take one stock off of Hermanson. Chetero locking in with Hattori. This has
been his more recent pick. He
you're
came
right.
up with the core, and that's what my heart always expects.
What that's Chetero to me.
Yeah.
When I see core, I'm like, that's Chetero, yeah.
But more recently, he's been on the Hattori pick.
Okay. So, well, that changes what I was talking about before. How what was so big about him is that he's so great at the gimps with core, who has many tools to gimp. Hattori, not so much. Overall, really well-rounded fighter, very quick, and that the speed can go a long way in recovering from things that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to recover from, or avoid edge guards that you normally wouldn't be able to avoid. But he's not going to have that straight-up gimping power, and maybe that's for the best. He doesn't need to get such an early gimp when all he has to deal with is one stock right now.
Right, he can just go and play that standard Hattori game against Hermanson, because like you're saying, only has to take one stock off, as Hermanson's going to be coming in with one stock against the 3 of Chetero. That being said, if Hermanson takes a stock up, that's going to put his team one stock up, getting +1 overall.
Yeah. So Hermanson's going to be trying to take one stock here. He will go positive. Yeah. So we'll go positive if he does this, because you've got 3 stocks. If you can manage to take 4 stocks, you've done well. You've done your job for your team.
Oh my gosh, what a start from Chetero.
Again? Oh,
the
man.
Floodgates open. He just went in.
Dude, Chetero hasn't even been hit yet. But this is kind of how the last game started. And Hermanson managed to hunker down and bring it back. He's going to have to do it again because Chetero still hasn't gotten hit. He's going to get a flawless stop. What? Chetero with the 0 to death in the Pro Series. Unbelievable.
He just went in. He was like, Hermanson, you don't get to play with that
he
stock.
He does not get to use that stock at all. What the heck? Look at this replay. It's just the one stock. Chetero, what control, man. And look at this. This is crazy. The weapon throw, that would have sealed the deal. Falling into a Sarah when he missed the weapon throw, he just had all lanes covered.
That was like nice a 30-second stock. And Chetero perfected that one, and that's going to break it even. That is good.
Yeah, it's totally even now. Now yellow team has to decide who they're going to send out next, and it's not simple. Yes, that's not on the yellow team.
Lots of European players here. So their options are Agzo or Machete. Who's it going to be? Who do you think it should be?
I think it should be Agzo. There it is. They got Agzo coming down here. All right, Agzo, the captain of the yellow team, has to lead his team to victory right now. If he can go positive against Chetero, that'll really put Machete in a good position to finish it off. Machete, a great option for an anchor, I think, because it wasn't Machete. It wasn't a seasonal, but one of the major events this year, he straight up won in 1v1 with his Mordax.
Right.
So leaving him as the anchor seems like a pretty good strategy for the yellow team. Chetaro locking in with Hattori. Agzo gets to counterpick, but it looks like he's just going with his
This is
usual
his pick.
This
It's
is
the Bodvar.
This is yeah, this is Agzo. Agzo is Bodvar. Bodvar is Agzo. Agzo stepped out of the lobby real quick.
I think he just wants to double check he's
Something
got
wrong on
all the
his-
right Bodvar skin things.
Yeah,
Sometimes
check
your
your key
cosmetics.
bindings. Yeah, get your skin right.
Make sure your camera's good.
All right, Agzo's back. Here we go. So both teams are completely even right now,
6 stocks left on each team.
and there's two people yet to fight. Now
Agzo's record.
Yeah, and that rank 24 again. That's overall global. That's global 1v1. So that's
And yeah, that's all his 1v1
ranking,
stats.
but that also includes North America. He's been in 8 different top 8s. He really got his whole career kind of started early 2018, and he has just been crushing it since. So here we go, Chetaro versus Agzo, the second player for both blue and yellow team in the European Brawlhalla Pro Series.
Agzo starting off real strong against Chetaro, has yet to be touched. Went in unarmed onto Chetaro, not really respecting the fact that Chetaro had a massive start last game.
He needs to display his power, right? If he won't allow Chetaro to play like he did against Hermison, maybe he just won't have the chance.
Nice.
And, this is a good
Grab
spot.
that. Yes.
Agzo looks like he's about to get it.
Oh!
He does. Oh, he almost.
He almost gave him the nair for the chase
I
dodge,
thought
and
he
then
was gonna
Chetaro
get
could
the
have come
chase
back
dodge.
up. But
We've seen that happen in Pro Series a couple times now.
really well played from Agzo to hug that corner, make sure Chetaro didn't get close enough to get that chase dodge opportunity. He's going to try to deny this weapon. Just stay in between Chetaro and that weapon.
He punches him out of the way and grabs it. Agzo in a great spot. I mean, stock-wise, he has a really good lead here. He's got to push it, though. It's not enough to just hold what he has here. Chetaro can totally just bring this back. Agzo doing a great job so far. He just
corner
keeps the
pressure.
pain coming.
He gets past Chetaro, turnaround side air. Has him on this edge. Chetaro underneath with the recovery nair. Chetaro could get the stock soon. Drops the recovery.
Oh, man, he steered a little too far to the side with that recovery. That might have gotten the KO if it landed dead on. Chetaro looking for that's it right there. On a stage like Miami Dome, where the kill lines on the side are so close to the stage, that's a great move to finish off Agzo with. But did that finisher come a little too late? He's already in the orange, got a lot of damage to make up for here. And Agzo's not about to let him get away with it.
For another recovery.
Yeah, that would have gotten a KO.
Chetaro's spear game. That's what got him that stock so quick in the last one. Great avoidance of that weapon toss. Agzo's going to try to cover this corner. Staying unarmed against Chetaro. The recovery not going to kill. Another one?
I'm surprised that didn't kill. He's so close, though. One more of anything, that's going to do it. Side air off the side. A full stock, almost a full stock ahead. This is great for Agzo. If he can manage to take out Chetaro while still holding on to 2 stocks, that really puts him in a good spot to go positive. Nice combo from Chetaro. Yeah, he's not afraid to fight unarmed.
Sunlight side air. Oh, goes for the side signature, but Chetaro just inside of that hitbox. Able to get a little bit of a punish, but all these trades are in Agzo's favor right now.
It's not enough. I think Agzo's in a great position to win, but he really, ideally doesn't lose that stock. Yeah, it's pretty important that he doesn't lose this stock and takes out Chetaro. So if Chetaro can at least equalize the stocks, even if he loses, it'll be a lot better off than if he dies right now. Nice weapon throw by Chetaro. Wow! What a great position for Chetaro. He really knew which direction Agzo was going to take, recovering back to the stage. It's like he could see into the future or something. That's crazy.
Chetaro doing a great job picking up that second stock, making sure that even if Agzo gets this one, it is not going to be too big of a lead for the yellow team.
Yeah, well, I think Chetaro, we know that he's got the skills to pay the bills here. He could, never mind.
You can't eat so many nairs for so long. But really well played from Agzo and Chetaro. Chetaro keeping that one close. That means yellow team's up 1 again. But we saw the blue team like this just a little while ago, where they were down 1 stock and they just immediately got it.
This is as close as a match could be.
Yeah.
Basically, you can't end a game even. Somebody's gonna be up by 1, right? So Chetro, still, even though he lost that, he did a great job keeping it tight. You know, if you're gonna lose by the smallest amount possible. That'll go a long way. Now Zero's gonna have to come in, the anchor for his team, and wipe out this last stock from Agzo, and then all 3 stocks from Machete, who's going to be coming up last for the yellow team.
Yeah, he cannot afford to lose a stock here.
At
He
this
wants
point,
to have as many as he
at this
can.
point, it's just 3 stocks to 4. Can Zero's 3 take out yellow team's 4? 1 coming from Agzo and 3 coming from Machete. It's going to be difficult. I think Zero has lost to Machete in bracket recently, so you know he's got that on his mind. He's got to overcome this. I like Zero's clan tag being blue team. That's cool. So Agzo versus Zero. Agzo's gonna go down twice because he will only have the 1 stock remaining.
Yeah, not to mention he is going to heal back that 1 stock. Any damage he took at the end of last game, completely reset. Now he's going to have a fresh stock to go up against the 3 of Zero. If Agzo takes 1, puts his team in a very great spot, though.
Here we go.
Zero starting off with the first bits of damage, nice sidelight, and then resets for another sidelight. Looking for these sidelight recoveries, trying to see how Agzo reacts out of those sidelights.
That's an important thing for a Gauntlet player to do in general, right? So they can get so many things off if they know how their opponent's going to react out of hit stun. So testing the waters like that, especially when he's got stocks to work with, great. It's a great strategy by Zero. And Agzo with a pretty early deficit here to deal with.
Almost caught him with that read, that turnaround neutral signature. Agzo trying to get some momentum into this.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Just barely woke up enough to get the jump out to avoid that side signature. But Agzo's so damaged. Oh, just
man.
over his head.
Zero is just really banking on a huge finisher here. He's so close to getting a KO, and he doesn't have to worry about the damage he takes right now. As long as he doesn't lose the stock, it's going to get healed back up in his next fight against Machete.
It was homing! What? Just chased him down!
Couldn't get away from that one.
I mean, that was a really great weapon toss from Zero. Kind of locked Agzo down. He couldn't avoid it.
Look at it in the replay here. I want to get a chance to look at this. The real slow, the teardrop weapon throw. He also re-grabbed his sword on the way.
It's because if Agzo made it past that weapon toss, he was there in position. He had the double coverage, like basically playing a 2v1 himself.
But the first line of defense happened to work out here. So now we are down to the anchors. This is such a close match. This is as close as a crew battle can get at this stage in the fight. We are down to the final players on each team. Both of them have 3 stocks. What's going to happen?
Interestingly enough, Machete is going in with this Kaya pick. This was not the pick that I expected from him.
This is unusual.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to play Mordax. He won a tournament super recently with Mordax. What's going on here? What don't we know?
It might be the counter pick to the Val of Zero.
Could
or
be.
at the very least doesn't want to do Gauntlet mirror match maybe. So he's like, I'll just play something completely different. I'm comfortable with the Kaya. I'll have the range advantage.
Yeah, he must be confident with the bow. I think the bow can do a lot of damage to Val. So we'll see how it goes here. Machete versus Zero, the final members of the respective teams.
But Zero starting out with some fantastic unarmed. Machete finding a response in damage with that neutral air. Nice little side air.
Zero, not afraid. There's a weapon over there on the side. He doesn't need it. He's going
all momentum.
So aggressive right now. Okay, time to go back and grab a weapon.
First one wasn't the one he wanted, so he switched over to the sword.
That was the strat. He waited for 2 to spawn right next to each other so you can make sure he got sword. Very even match so far. Going into this match, I thought for sure Machete can get the better of Zero. But Zero clearly can get it done. So we really just don't know what's going to happen. It's anybody's game.
Whoa! He tried to punish it.
Oh, way up in the sky! Oh, he tried to chase dodge with the Nair to finish him off, and now Machete has no weapon. Zero guarding this weapon. He's starving Machete out. Machete not afraid to fight unarmed. He's looking for the slide kick. Yeah. Zero comes up just a little too high, but he ends up making it over, punishing the weapon grab. Machete still unable to grab a weapon. Now with the sword. Nice side air. Yeah, he caught him off the other direction.
Okay.
Zero, you see Zero,
he's testing the waters.
We were just talking about that. He gets the side light. C is how Machete reacts out of it. It'll give him a better idea of how he can finish off a stock later.
Nice side air.
Ooh, he had the fastball below that weapon throw. That would have gotten the KO if he didn't avoid it. Uses his weapon to make it back onto the stage. I think that's a good idea. Machete was covering the side. What? How did that not KO? Machete's still alive. Without a weapon on the field, Zero might be able to finish him off quick here. But the bow so conveniently appearing right above Machete. And it's anybody's stock. Wow, how have neither of them died?
Machete goes in, throws his weapon away. Zero's going to throw his sword forward, goes for a second toss. Machete dancing around, turn around, can't get the bounce pass to the recovery. And now Zero with a very risky ground pound off stage.
That was seemingly unintentional.
Into the future.
Oh, what a nice setup by Zero. But Machete sneaks out of the finisher, and somehow neither of these guys have died yet. They're so damaged.
Weapon tosses. They're hitting Zero so hard, but like you're saying, nobody's died yet.
We're over 2 minutes in, and nobody's died, and they've been pretty aggressive with each other too. Ooh. Somehow they're just avoiding the killing blows. That's got to do it. Yeah. Okay, Zero gets the first KO, but still just a tap away from death. So we'll see if he can get any extra credit on this stock before going down. Zero knows he's got to be playing a little differently, knowing that. Wow. Slide charging off with. That's a good move to slide charge with, because the hitboxes are active while you're charging, right? And very few moves do that. Machete knows what's up with Kaya. Totally even match here, damage and stocks.
But Zero getting some decent damage onto Machete, widening his gap in the health. A little bit of a response with that side air, but Machete needs a little bit more than just side airs. Oh, got the pickup.
He only got one hit of the downlight, but still made it work.
All right, switching over to the gauntlets. Starting to get some reads on the way that Machete is going out. You're seeing him start to follow up more off those side lights instead of just poking
he's going to have to just start guessing, right? Yeah. Like, just go for one. Although I can see why he's not doing it. A bow does have a potential to punish your guess like that. So I guess he's just playing it better safe than sorry in these situations. But he's starting to lock in a read, and maybe that'll just be the final KO. Nice. Wow, backstepping with another. Yeah, that's crazy. Machete, that's it!
He almost had the read, but a spot dodge from Machete just lasting long enough to avoid the recovery.
You know what? Machete's doing a great job of getting out of the gauntlet side light combos. He's reacting differently every time. Zero cannot get a read on him because Machete's actually like...
Ground pound! Oh! Machete steals out the stock. That's going to give him a slight lead, but he's so damaged. We could see these going down to the final stocks.
I can see Machete maybe just running away with a lead here. Like, this is huge. Zero's on his team's final stock. The pressure's on. Okay. Once again, it doesn't get any closer than this. This is as close as a crew battle could be. We're down to our final stock. The damage is even. Someone's got to lose here. Who's it going to be? This team seems to be so evenly matched.
Ooh, goes for the follow-up down signature, but Zero able to avoid it. He goes in with some punches, trying to open up with those weapon tosses.
Oh, man, this is tense. It comes down to this. It all comes down to this for these teams. Nice pivot. Oh, man. The gravity cancel pivot down. Oh, he's in trouble. That was scary. That was a risky way to recover. Machete just let him come back there, but I was worried. All right, both players still super even. Machete takes a tiny lead. It's negligible at this point. Still anybody's game.
Just off the mark on the punish. Zero with the unarmed is mixing up Machete. Machete keeps expecting him to turn around, pick up that weapon, and then Zero turns around and kicks him.
Zero able to take an outside lane of recovering because of how this stage is formatted. Now without a weapon, this is Machete's time to strike. There's a weapon on the field. Machete knows he wants to get it, and he steals it right out from under him.
Wake up!
Unafraid to fight unarmed, gets rewarded with a sword off the side. Can he get the killing blow right now?
Avoids the weapon toss!
He's done it! Zero takes it for the blue team, going 1-0 in the very first game of the European Brawlhalla Pro Series. What a match!
And that was, like you said, game one, or for the first set of today. And it went down to the final stocks. Zero barely able to avoid that.
That was so crazy close.
Really utilizing that spot dodge.
My
Again, with the
goodness.
gravity cancel, you get the spot dodge, so you get a little bit of iframe. So we avoided that spear toss and then got the downlight for the ground pound and got it over the soft platform. Like, Zero put that so precisely.
That's crazy. This the final killing blow replay here. Zero, it's crazy. Like, Zero just really, he got that little bit of momentum toward the end and ran with it. Even when he lost his weapon, he just kept going unarmed and got the killing blow with an unarmed ground pound, led in by a slide kick. Classic. That's classic stuff. That's 2015 combos. Nice game. Congratulations to the blue team. That was so close, man. It just doesn't get much better than that. That was incredible. We're going to go right into our next matchup here. Let's talk about these teams here real quick. We got black team versus purple team. Now, the black team here got to be one of the crowd favorites, right?
Absolutely.
This is team old school. It's Cake, Addy Mestic, and Dobrian. That's awesome. These are all these guys are great. You know, we know them IRL. They come to all the tournaments and stuff.
Like you're saying, the black team, each of them have at one point been the representative of the European region against North America. They've had all of the hopes of the European region on their shoulders.
That's a good point. I mean, Addy Mestic and Cake are the current 2v2 world champions, right? But today's all about 1v1. And, well, Cake's also, for a very long time, Cake and Addy Mestic, for a very long time, have been rank 1 in
rank
European
1 and
power rankings for 1v1 and 2. They're still for 2v2, but and then Dobrian at a certain point in time, Dobrian didn't even know what defeat in a tournament felt
he
like.
had a
over
13 game 15
over 50 tournaments won.
50. Oh my gosh.
0.
Numbers.
This was way back in the day. There were small tournaments, you know,
but still.
It was 2015 closed beta, but like He knows victory.
Well, even more recently at Final Round, he did the best out of all the European players in 1v1.
And the best himself personally no, that's not right. He got second place at Valencia, but still incredible performance. So Dobrian's definitely got what it takes. Against the purple team, Goosey, Hyson, and M for Mini, they're going to face some challenges, I think. Goosey, this team, purple team, I want to say they're the hungriest out of these guys.
Oh yeah.
They're all real good friends. You know, amongst themselves, their attitude is like, I'm glad we're playing this, right? I'm glad we're a team. That's the kind of vibe that they're giving out. But you can just see it. You can just see it in Goosey's face. That they want to win this. Goosey and M for Mini have been a 2v2 team for a very long time.
2017,
they won several tournaments together. And then Hyson, aka Draxu, we learned his name as Draxu back in the day when he was the up and comer. Out of nowhere, took a tournament. It was just like, who is this guy? He won this tournament, and that was Hyson. So Hyson is also somebody, he doesn't care how big of a name he's fighting against, and that's good against a team like Addy Mestic, Cake, and Dobrian. That's like, those are all just some of the biggest names in Europe. So it's good that that he'll have that kind of attitude.
That's one thing Purple Team really has going for them is they're a very confident team that does not get intimidated by status. They know what it's like to be the underdog, and they don't care. At all.
Yeah, and then Cake, Addy Mestic, and Dobrian, they have to deal with the pressure of people are expecting us to win. You know, these are the guys. I would say Purple Team's the underdog. I think in reality these teams are actually very evenly matched, and it'll be close.
Absolutely.
But you got to give favor to the black team. They just have the history to back it up.
So we did this with yellow and blue. We were like, all right, I picked yellow. I was wrong. Blue team, you picked them. Y'all won by 1 stock. Are you picking black team?
I'm picking black team. Yeah, I think black team's going to come out on top. I think purple team's going to really make it difficult for them.
Well, I gotta be the contrarian. I'm gonna pick purple team.
Okay.
Goosey, M for Mini, Draxu, they're all, or Hyson now, all really strong players in 1v1s. I don't think you can go wrong with the purple team, to be completely frank. So I got to give it to them.
And I can definitely see a world where purple team takes this. This whole pro series is the most evenly matched up fights that we've got.
Well, that's like Europe as a whole. It is such a volatile region where anything can happen.
All right, well, we're going to see who they send out first here And it looks like Addy Mestic for the black team and M for Mini for the purple team. I get it. I totally get it. These are like their most well-rounded players on both sides. M for Mini, we talk about him and Goosey in 2v2 all the time, but M for Mini also is a seasonal champion himself. He's won the tournament to take it, right?
And this is actually a really great blind pick for the purple team because Olgrim and Lance specifically tend to have a great matchup against Gauntlets, which is one of the big weapons that Animestic is going to be bringing in with this Val. So despite the fact that neither team knew what the other one was going to put out first, purple team, I want to say they got a slight advantage in terms of the starting picks.
I can see that, but Addy, come on, it's Addy Mestic.
Think Addy Mestic.
He's a legend. He's actually legendary. Almost $40,000. This dude's bought a house with his Brawlhalla esports earnings. He knows victory. Now M for Mini, I mean, he easily, he's definitely capable of taking it from him. Right? Rankings be damned. I think he definitely is capable of doing it. So it's really just going to come down to what happens in the match.
Well, we are going to get started with game 1 of the black team versus the purple team. Addy Mestic versus M for Mini.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
All right, here we go. Second game in the European Pro Series. M for Mini starting things off pretty strong here, but you just can't. Addy Mestic, he come back from anything. It's really just never over until all 3 stocks are gone from Addy Mestic.
Nice dares from M for Mini, though. Starting to chunk away at Addy Mestic's stock.
He's dribbling Addy Mestic. It's kind of a little ridiculous here.
Oh, keeping him from touching down. Addy Mestic running out of jumps, but he's going to reset on that wall touch. Great damage, though, for M for Mini. Addy Mestic. Oh! Tries to get
It's an interesting option what he went for. He had the time to charge it a little bit when M for Mini was falling. Oh, no! Not able to get the downlight. M for Mini was in the air just a little bit. That downlight really sweeps the floor. It's a very, very low hitbox.
Side air.
That's not enough, but it's so close. M for Mini, one good hit away.
Oh,
what? How did he know?
Addy Mestic, he opted for the nair, expected the counter from M for Mini to challenge him. If he had just held right, I think he could have potentially touched, but really great read from M for Mini not to challenge it, not to give him the opportunity for that chase dodge.
Yeah, he did a good job avoiding that chase dodge. So what we're seeing here a lot, M for Mini is like, oh my
the
goodness.
ledge cancel downlight off the neutral air.
That's so perfect for Axe. Like, you don't get many opportunities to get an extra hit in on your string like that with Axe. Nothing like Gauntlets, right? Gauntlets could always string together something else, right, until the recovery comes out.
Whoa! Didn't space it out. That side sig's going to kill. Addy Mestic, you saw him throw away the sword and was just waiting for that gauntlet to spawn. He wants the gauntlets.
Well, now M for Mini has a lance, and I feel like it's been a while since we've had the opportunity to enjoy M for Mini's lance.
Yeah, he generally plays out the Axe matchup, and you're going to see him immediately throw away the lance, as Addy Mestic doesn't have the gauntlets for the matchup anyways. So this Axe is just going to hit a little bit harder, a little bit more potential to get those finishing blows on Addy Mestic. Neutral eye, great movement from M for Mini to set it to turn around to the left, get Addy off stage.
Yeah, he's dashing through. He's vulnerable while doing that. That side air totally would have been the finisher. M for Mini looking for the killing blow right now, and he's just one good hit away from doing it. That's the benefit of using Axe, right? It's slow, but it hits like a truck.
He's got him on the corner, though. Neutral air. Oh, charge up the recovery. What a move. Just enough to slip over the corner to get that recovery to come out.
Addy Mestic was just far enough away to react to that. Another killing blow for M for Mini puts him in the lead here. Can he somehow take this stock from Addy Mestic without losing his second stock here? Or are we going to have another down-to-the-wire one-stock differential match?
It's very possible. This is Addy Mestic.
Yeah, it's really looking like Addy Mestic's about to take it.
Where's the recovery?
And for Mini, he's got the weapon to recover from this. Addy Mestic was ready for it.
Yep. He knows Lance recovery locks M for Mini in place, and he just has to wait for him to throw that out. Then it's punish opportunity.
And for Mini, he kind of had two different options there, right? Because he's got the side airs. No matter how many recovery options left, he can still side air back to the stage. So Addy Mestic really put himself kind of like in the middle of those two options. Is he going to recover, or is he going to fastball and side air to get back? Either way, I think Addy Mestic had it covered. Damage super even right now. It's actually anybody's game. You just never know. Man, the European Pro Series.
Yo, 3 nairs in a row from Enfremini, getting some good damage onto Addy Mystic's Val. Oh, the
Uh-oh,
downlight.
that's
This is
huge.
trouble. This is trouble.
Oh, yeah, he
Enfremini,
doesn't have
he's out of
recovery.
jump.
It's over.
That's it.
Addy Mystic. Wow. Perfectly played there, right at the last second. But man, it doesn't get any closer than that.
Those Gauntlet Gimps on the Lance. Addy Mystic steals it back because Enfremini had 2 stocks up on Addy Mystic at one brief moment. Really well played from Addy, but like you said, very close. 1 stock going the way of the black team.
It was very close. So Addy Mystic, he's gonna fight the next member of the purple team. It's either Hyson or Goosey, and we don't know who's coming out next. But Addy Mystic, he's only got 1 stock to take something from them, but he only has to take 1 stock to go positive. And that's the best you can do. That's the best you can ask for, right? Take some more. Addy Mystic, take them all out, sure. But take 4 stocks, and you're in a great spot.
Addy Mystic 6 stocking the rest of the purple team would be pretty big. Just saying.
Well, Goosey's coming in next for the purple team, and he's locking in with a Suri.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, this was not what I was expecting coming out from Goosey. Goosey, a little bit known for his axe plays alongside Enfremini, but it's a level 42 Asuri. He's definitely put in the time on this Asuri.
It's not like we just don't
Yeah,
we don't
it's just
see
not
his
what I'm used
Asuri
to.
often in tournaments, right?
Fortunately for Goosey, all he has to do is get 1 stock off of Addy Mystic, and then it'll be even. Just completely reset in the set.
So Goosey gets to ban all but 3 stages now. We'll see what he leaves open for Addy Mystic. I'm imagining he wants a big stage. He doesn't want something small where he might be able to get gimped or something. He's picking things with wide kill boxes, and looks like we're going with Mammoth Fortress. Goosey, almost over $3,000 in
Look at those
Brawlhalla
arms.
Esports earnings. And yeah, he's serious.
Those guns.
Look at his face. He's so ready for this fight against Addy Mystic. He's about to take out this stock from Addy Mystic and then take out whoever black team sends out next. He doesn't care. This man is ready. I've never seen a more ready face. All right. We are about to get started. Addy Mystic versus Goosey. Now remember, Addy Mystic just has the 1 stock remaining from the previous battle that he won against Enfremini.
No damage to start this one off.
These guys are Jedis. They're like, can't touch each other.
Just outside of each other's ranges. All right, first taps starting up. Oh, went for the chase dodge turnaround sideline, expecting Goosey to either spot dodge or dodge forward on the wake up. Little taps of damage.
They're feeling each other out here. Goosey,
Just outside the downlight. Goosey really respecting the range of that downlight on the gauntlets.
just a few hits at a time. Goosey not interested in continuing the string with the dodge read or anything. He gets those hits and he's back to neutral.
Well, he doesn't want to show his
It's
cards
working
too
for
early.
him. Yeah, well, it's working for him. He's just poking Addy Mystic.
Avoids the weapon toss.
Now I think he's going to be looking for a Qatar down sig to finish off Addy Mystic on stage. There it is. Oh, Addy Mystic manages to avoid it, but he's still 1 good hit away from death here. Goosey still looking for his finishing move. Addy Mystic seems to be catching on to it, and now not fighting on the ground as much. Didn't want to give Goosey the opportunity to signature him.
There's the weapon spawn, but he doesn't pick it up. Instead, waiting for it to be safe downlight recovery.
Wow.
And we're back to even. 6 stocks left on each team.
Back to even once again. Man, the European Pro Series is so evenly matched.
Very close range.
In NA by now, we've seen a 9 stock.
Right.
But he's so even here. All right, well, black team, they're going to be sending out Dobrian next.
Well, he did hop in for a moment.
Or,
but
okay, yeah, well, we don't know. We don't know. Let's see. Let's see who is the black team. Okay, it's Dobrian. It's Dobrian. Faking us out there a little bit. So Dobrian's going to be coming up next. I wonder if he'll play Fate. No,
it
back
looks like
to
he's
his
going
old
with the
school.
Wuxia.
He was
Okay.
all about Fate around final round.
Yeah.
And which was just like, what, a month ago? 2 months ago now. Man, time flies. But back to his tried and true. Wushang, I mean, ever since Wushang came out, he was all over it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a huge pool. Every time a
a
new
good point.
thing comes out, he is on it. He knows this game.
He's the one to master the next thing.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't plan on playing it,
Yeah,
he's
he
going
just
to
wants to
master
know
it.
it.
He'll make a video teaching everybody on how to use it, and then he'll go back to Wushang. Dobrian, he was our 2018 most valuable content creator because he has made tutorials. If you're just getting into Brawlhalla and you need to learn something, just look up Dobrian's Ultimate Guide to Brawlhalla. From beginner to expert, it tells you everything you need to know.
All right,
Here we go. Yeah.
Purple team versus black team. Dobrain versus Goosey. Dobrain first tap of damage onto Goosey. Has that spear. Going to try to deny this weapon pickup. Yeah, you see the way he's positioning, but Goosey slips past. Going to pick up some Katars.
I was going to say, Dobrian took a long time to get hit there. He has good control over it.
But all things considered, health relatively even. Goosey's starting to bring himself closer.
I guess I'm expecting no less than just a totally purely even match. You know, let's wait for this to get down to the last hit.
Dobrain did connect with a side signature, but Goosey was
nice
able to hit the one
read!
nice double down
Man!
line into the recovery from Dobrain.
That was the perfect set of moves to use. He knew his dodge was burned. He knew he could get a double downlight off because there was no chance for him to get a dodge off. And then because he was in the center stage and because Goosey still didn't have a dodge left, he was able to use spear recovery out of the combo, which is an unusual finisher for that. We see side air because it's true off of downlight, right? He didn't need it to be true. He knew his dodge was out and he was in center stage. That was actually the only way he was going to get that kill. Smart play by Dobrain. But he is pretty damaged here on this. Oh, he's starting to get some extra credit on this second stock. That ground pound might have finished Goosey as well. Goosey in orange now in his second stock. He's got to catch up to Dobrian. It's still not enough to kill him. Dobrian using the side airs of the gauntlets for some extra recovery. Back to the stage once again. Dobrian has yet to be killed. He is starting to lap Goosey here. He's nearly got a full stock lead on him. Another one. Dobrian takes the lead for the black team. This is huge.
This might be the biggest lead we've seen in the European Pro Series so far.
Yeah, absolutely. A 2-stock differential? That's crazy.
Goosey, can he finish the stock off? Keep this one close. Goes for the downlight. Okay.
Nice. He had
Waits
the
for
fast fall with
yeah.
that recovery. That was a nice play by Goosey. But he's got a full stock to deal with here.
Going in on top of Dobrain. Needs to deny this weapon, but Dobrain picks up the spear. He'll have a slight range advantage over Goosey's sword, but really good positioning from Goosey to outspace that side air and then punish Dobrain.
Yeah, he actually turned around. It wasn't a backdash. He turned around real quick to dash forward. There's a 3-frame window between when you can turn around and press the dash button to not do a dash, not do a backdash, right? Within 3 frames, it'll do a backdash.
He went for 3.
He went for a triple. This guy's crazy.
He knows he's got a huge lead. He just wants to finish this one off. Still looking for more downlight setups onto Goosey. Gravity cancels a side signature, but not able to connect. So many side signatures.
He got it. I can't believe it. Yeah, he doesn't care.
4 side signatures in a row. One of them's going to hit.
If it works, it works. It's a difficult signature to punish. Goosey, he was staying low the whole time. Had he been higher up, would have been able to get a punish on it. Dobrian, excellent move choice, excellent execution. Goes up 2 stocks now in the battle. So we got 5 stocks on the black team versus the purple team's final 3 stocks of Hyson. It's all up to Hyson now. He's got to take out 5 stocks on his own.
This is the biggest lead we've seen so far. Is a 2-stock advantage to one of the teams. Dobrain with some massive Wushang plays with the spear.
So Hyson coming out for the purple team. He's their anchor. He is their last hope here. Got to take out 5 stocks on his own. He gets to ban all but 3 stages going into this. If he defeats Dobrian, Cake is going to come in, and then he'll get his chance to ban all but 3. We'll see what Hyson's going to leave open for Dobrian here. I really don't know what the strategy is. He's probably just getting rid of stages he doesn't like.
Get rid of platforms. Get rid of platforms because Dobrain shows that he
triple
will go
downlight.
for the triple
Yeah.
downlight. You know?
That's a good point.
So no platforms seems like
point.
a safe idea. Okay, Twilight Grove on the field. Yep, that's going to be the pick.
Yeah, Dobrian loves Twilight Grove. You can't give him Twilight. Or Hyson wanted Twilight and he baited him in like he knew he was gonna pick it. We don't know the mind games going on.
They both have a thing working for them. Dobrain downlight side air can go over that right side island.
Yeah.
Hyson can go for downlight into neutral signature on the bow, and that'll get right between those platforms.
That'll go down the chute.
Yeah, it'll hit in that chute. So it can go either direction. Both of those can be really advantageous. So ultimately kind of neutrals out.
All right, Dobrian versus Hyson. Now remember, Dobrian's in this with 2 stocks remaining from his previous victory. Heisen, with only 3 stocks, needs to take out the rest of Dobrien and then all of Cake afterward. Sounds like a very tall order. It'll be very exciting if Heisen manages to do it. And he's on a great start so far. Oh,
Nice pick up
what?
into the down air.
I can't believe it. Is this
He's not
the
done
KO?
yet. He's not done yet.
Oh, what?
Ground pound from Heisen.
0
A
to
clean
death.
stock. 0 to death. Heisen. All right, he's just coming back into this. Bow plays. Let's go.
Unbelievable. Heisen with such an incredible start. He is about to win this for the purple team. Now the pressure's on Dobrien. Oh my goodness, with a 2-stock lead, is he not going to be able to go positive? He's got to take just one.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
No! What?
The mind game,
No.
Heisen. He panic dodged down. Dobrien came in, he panic dodged down, didn't reset his jumps. That's a mind game.
Yeah, my palm is on my face right now, man. Heisen, what's the worst thing you can do after getting a 0 death?
0 to death in yourself.
Just kill yourself. Oh no.
That's a homie stock from Heisen.
That's a homie stock.
Yo, but great blasters play, untouched on this second stock so far.
Does it? I guess the next best thing you can do is get another 0 to death.
Side sig.
Caught him.
And he's gonna walk away. He'll have 2 stocks left. This is very doable, but that's a little bit of a
He
heartbreaking
put himself
loss.
in a good position.
Yeah.
It looks like he definitely could have had all 3 of his stocks, but them's the breaks. What are you gonna do?
Sometimes accidents happen. All right. No use crying over spilled milk. It's gonna be Cake coming in next. So it's 3 stocks to the 2 of Heisen. But Heisen looked really dominant.
He
in that
looked
last game.
really, really good. Maybe he just had like the reads on Dobrien. He completely knew what Dobrien was going after. If his same gameplay works against Cake, Black Team's in trouble.
Yeah.
Because even with the stock disadvantage that Heisen has, man, he really, really had that working out.
I mean, he almost zero to death twice. He took 28 damage in that game. Like he
But
has
one
that
stock.
potential. Yeah, he lost a stock. All right, there's an asterisk. But he took 28 damage.
That's
like,
crazy. That's crazy. Just pure gameplay wise, he's so strong that match. So, Cake definitely not leaving him Twilight Grove. We see that quick.
Yeah, get
Cake's
that out
taking
of here.
out, taking out Twilight.
I think Miami's the pick. Miami's a strong one, or Blackguard Keep tend to be really strong. With Diana, he can go off stage, go for that boat down there underneath the corner of Miami, and that is killer.
I would say the pick for Heisen is Miami Dump, but it's going to come down to personal preference. What does he perform best on? Small Blackguard Keep. All right.
This is a little bit more of a comfort for Heisen.
Yeah.
In terms of he likes this map a little bit more.
So Cake also wearing a black shirt. These guys are great.
Great
Team
coordination
Black.
from these teams.
So that rank 8, remember that is a global 1v1. Cake is actually number 2 in European 1v1 power rankings right now. Nearly $10,000 in earnings in his about 2-year career, maybe 3 years now, playing Brawlhalla esports. Made a lot of money, and the Pro Series now comes down to this for the black team. It's all on Cake's shoulders, and Cake has an advantage. I almost feel like Cake might perform better if he was at a disadvantage. Yeah. If he had to come in here with one stock and he has to clutch it and nobody thinks he's going to win, he would probably do better than if in a position where people thinks he should win. Oh, he's lucky he made it over the soft platform before that cider came out from Heisen.
Just barely interrupting that down signature from Heisen. That reversal signature from Diana can be so deadly. All right, onto the soft platform. Heisen might go for the side kick. Yes, he will.
Nice read, Duke. Yeah. You got him on that one.
When
that
it
was
lines
a great
up
move
like
to
that,
use.
that's when you go for it.
Slide charges off a little bit, then just lands on the platform. That side signature too. He caught Dobrien with it when Dobrien tried to spot dodge it. You can't spot dodge that move. Heisen, great sense of when to use that move.
And
now
it's
Cake without a
almost
weapon.
even.
Oh
Neutral
my goodness,
sig.
Heisen's he's the pro killer, right? We were talking about this before the match. He can beat anybody. He doesn't care about the legendary status that his opponents have, right?
Goes in for another side signature, but Cake's starting to jump out of it, expecting these side signatures. He's going to deny this weapon.
What can Heisen do without a weapon?
We haven't seen his unarmed. It's been his weapon play, specifically the bow play, that's been really doing the work for Heisen.
Nice jump read for Heisen there. He knew Cake was going to jump right after re-grabbing the weapon. Whoa, Cake going deep for that one. Oh man, that was That was risky. I thought he was going to go down there. What?
That's not gonna kill.
I thought it was going to kill. I was ready to talk about it.
All right. Goes for the ground pound.
What?
Heisen.
Oh, Heisen, he hesitated there.
Oh!
Doesn't
Works
matter.
out.
From long range. That is the longest range SIG we have. Well, maybe there's longer. But it's so surprising.
Oh, no. The weapon toss. Is it going to kill?
The chase dodge! But
He
he
didn't
still
reset,
doesn't have enough. Oh, man. Cake. He made up for that chase dodge real quick.
But he didn't
All
take
right.
the tiniest bit of damage. That does mean Heisen has a slight advantage over Cake, but that's basically gone.
Once again in the European Pro Series, we are down to the final stock. It all comes down to this one stock. These teams seemingly very evenly matched. It's just who does better in this one. Oh, man, that
Down
one
air.
error could have done it.
Down airs.
Heisen, it's it. That's it. It's Heisen.
That was so clean.
That was so clean.
It was so clean we didn't react. We were just like, oh, he's just hitting down airs.
It's pinpoint precision, dude. Heisen, Cake kept using his jumps after these little pokes that Heisen was getting off. And before you knew it, Cake didn't have another recovery option left, and he goes down. What the heck?
Heisen taking 5 stocks?
5 stocks on
own?
his own to lead into victory for the purple team over the black team. Remember, black is number 2 seeded in this entire series. Purple team, not as much. I don't remember. 5, 6.
I mean,
they're
I
down
think
there.
they're the bottom of their pool.
Of their
so
pool.
they're 7.
That's huge. So they took out the top team in their pool.
Group B is all upsets. Blue team is lower than
That's
yellow
right.
team.
That's right.
They
This
beat
is
them
this
out.
is an upset.
Yeah,
Plain
it's
and
the upset
simple.
pool.
By definition, this is an upset. Purple team, the lowest seed in their group. Black team, the highest seed in their group. And Heisen, took it for them. Oh my goodness, what a player! What a
That's
beast.
why he's the anchor.
Give it up
That's
for
why
Heisen.
you
What? Yeah,
him at the
they,
end.
they had the right strat. Goosey and for Mini, they figured it out. We save Heisen for last. He'll take care of business. Man, what an awesome play by the purple team. Holy guacamole, man. That was awesome. Whew.
All right, so that is going to give them the win in the crew battles, but they've got 2v2 rotations on Thursday.
Yep.
and we've got
On
more
Thursday,
crew
we
battles
see
today.
the same matchups that we see today, but in 2v2 instead. So up next for 1v1, we're going to have... Oh, what? We got some news in here for you guys. Okay. Before we talk about the next match coming up, we've got an interview coming up here. Are we ready with that?
Yeah, it's an interview with the one and only Blue.
The one and only Blue. It's incredible. Blue, what is up, my man? Okay, Blue. I need to know your thought. First of all, we got a lot to talk about, but first let's talk about your upcoming match against the white team, right? Tell me what you think about these guys. You know, I know they're the lowest seed in your group, right? But largely I think that largely comes down to Effie being absent for so
a year.
long,
Yeah.
having fallen down in the rankings. So even though they look like they're super low, it's really just like this artificial number coming from Effie that it just doesn't truly reflect his power because he's been absent for so long. So, Blue, have you ever fought against Effie back in the day? Was he gone by the time you came in and started dominating?
I mean, if we go back in the day to back when he was good, I was still, just,
Okay, that tells me everything I need to know. So you were
he was just really
pretty
good back
new
then compared to
around
me.
that time, right? Because you showed up like 2017. You really hit the ground running. I think your very first tournament, you got top 8. You've been you're the #1 player in Europe right now. It's everybody.
Basically, yeah.
Just so you know, Blue here, he's the guy. All right. So Blue, white team. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Are they gonna give you trouble?
Okay, so since Evie's not that good anymore compared to how he used to be, I don't think he's gonna be that much of trouble. I
So
think
you think just because of Effie, they like Daiku and Pavelski aren't gonna be able to?
I think mainly just Pavelski. If it was 2015, I would have said Daiku as well, but 2019 Daiku.
Oh.
2019
shade.
Daiku is not looking too good. In my
All right,
opinion.
okay, so that sounds like crew battle talk, but what about 2v2s? How do you feel about the white team? Because that's coming up on Thursday as well.
Daiku and Pavelski is a really good team. So,
Okay.
I respect
Okay,
that.
well, I mean, you need 3 different team combinations to do it. How are you guys feeling in 2v2? Because you've got you've got your teammate Simple that you absolutely crush every doubles tournament with.
seasonals in a
So
row.
that's great. You guys are going to do fine. But you and Viper and how about Simple and Viper? How do you guys mesh with Viper very well at all?
I play pretty well with Viper. I kind of go with like almost everyone, and I think Simple and Viper is not a bad team, but it's not as good as me and Simple, of course. But
So
we'll
you're
make
gonna.
it work.
So is your strat to just like win 2-0 and never have to play Simple and Viper?
No,
or are you
they're
guys
not-
gonna
they're not
start
that bad.
Simple and
They're not
Viper
that
and see?
So, okay, I have a question. You were the one to pick your teammates, and of course you're going to pick your 2v2 teammate. Why did you choose Viper over...
No, Viper actually.
Viper
was?
Viper got to
What?
pick because
Oh, because this is before...
we formed the teams before
Right,
Power
okay,
Rankings
my bad.
updated after the seasonal. So Blue he's number 1, but he didn't
Okay.
pick the teams. And I can answer that for Viper. Why did you pick Blue
I
and
don't
Simple?
know, that's a
I don't
tough
know,
one. Why
because they're
would
the
you do
best
that?
players in Europe right now.
Maybe.
Well, that's an interesting perspective. Blue, is there anybody in this Pro Series that you're worried about in 1v1? You've just been crushing 1v1 so hard. And aside from Acno during the Spring Championship, it doesn't feel like anybody's even close to you. Besides what we've seen in tournaments, do you think that there's somebody in this Pro Series that who's your greatest challenge? Let me phrase it that. Who is your best challenge in the Pro Series that's not on your team?
It's not on my team.
Yeah. Luckily, you don't have to fight Simple and
Well,
Viper.
unless he starts
so-
getting TKO'd in twos. But
Honestly, I can't say because I feel like almost everyone in 1v1 is doing pretty good, especially like the new people.
So,
Like
so you
Knees-
think okay?
Knees
So,
Bilski.
so you think that there's actually a lot of challenges in 1v1, and even though you're on top, you're not really just you're not counting any of these guys out. Well, I'm sure you're counting a
course
few
not.
of these guys out, but I agree with you there. I think there's a lot of these players, no matter their power rank, are capable of winning. And so far in the Pro Series, we've had such incredibly close matches.
what about teams, though? Is there any team that you're particularly worried about overall that you're like, man, that's going to give us the hardest time?
Just, I think Daikin Velski is probably the best team you can face.
Really? Okay. Interesting. And that's the lowest seeded team. So even though you've got Pink Team and Orange Team in your group, that's 2D, Knees, and Fizz, and Aerial, QS, and the Ninja, you're not as worried about them as you are about White Team, Daiku Pavelski?
Yeah, for sure. I would say
Interesting.
Daikin Pavelski is like top 3 worthy.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Okay, well, that is an
In
interesting
twos, in
perspective.
twos.
In twos, okay.
twos.
Well, so, that's only going to take them so far,
Yeah, I know.
right?
It's
If it-
rotation. They can't run that team the whole
If
time.
Blue's right, if it's just Daiku and Pavelski that are actually like secret hidden boss in this whole thing, well, you've got crew battles where everybody's participation is equally important, and then doubles where the best you can get away with is 2 different combinations, which, what are they going to do? Effie's going to play.
Yeah.
I think
He has to.
Effie might surprise. I think Effie might surprise some people. Blue doesn't think so.
No.
Doesn't seem to think so.
How about some insights onto this upcoming matchup? Pink team versus orange team. What do you feel about these teams?
Yeah, what can you tell
I
us
mean, I'm
about
rooting
that?
for the pink team. Fizz is my guy.
Fizz is your guy. All right,
Okay,
that's
okay.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, I saw you guys hanging out at DreamHack Winter, right? Fizz got to come out to that, or was it summer? Fizz came out to
Winter.
one of the lands. Yeah, it
Winter.
was cool to meet him. All right, so Aerial, QS, and the Ninja. What do you think? Those guys aren't.
I mean,
are those? You're
QS
rooting for the
doesn't-
pink team,
doesn't
but
really play that much.
okay. Okay, so
But-
QS's inexperience might be their downfall,
Think
according to Blue.
Ninja might do good, and Ariel this set that he recently got his new monitor, 240 hertz, I believe. So
Okay.
could be interesting.
So now that Aerial has 240 hertz,
Well, more hertz is more elo, so it can only go up.
sometimes. All right, Blue. Well, thank you very much. Good luck in your match today against the white team. I think.
Oh,
you got
thank you, thank you.
it. And we appreciate you coming up and
Thank
talking
you.
to us. See you, Blue.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, that was Blue, the current #1 player in Europe right now, competing on the red team, going to be going up against the white team after this match coming up, because we've got pink team and orange team locked and loaded here, about to face off. Let's talk about these teams a little bit.
Okay.
First up, pink team, right? We've got 2D, Knees, and Fizz. Now, these guys, 2D is like, he's a champion.
Yeah.
actually. He can beat anybody. I think this is another one of those situations where he can totally beat anybody. Knees, I think he has the respect of a lot of these players. Blue was even just talking about it here. Knees is very low power rank compared to some of these players.
He's a sleeper.
And even Blue, the greatest player in EU right now, is saying, watch out for Knees, right?
Respect.
So, what do you do with that? And then Fizz is Blue's homeboy. So what is that? Do they spar together? Does Fizz actually have some of Blue's power? I think I would put this matchup in Pink Team's favor with the power that they have behind this team. But let's look at Orange Team. We got Aerial, QS, and the Ninja 729. Now, I know immediately looking at this team, it's like the Ninja 729 is another one of those hidden bosses.
Yeah.
He can beat anybody. Just depending on how the match goes. I think he could get 3-stocked. I think he could get a 3-stock.
I think he's been looking the strongest out of the Orange Team. He did the best at Spring Championship with his Sidra pick, and his cannon is looking incredibly strong.
Oh, that's right. He's bringing out the European cannon.
He's a European cannon.
His Sidra was really sick in Spring Championship. I almost forgot about that.
On the other side, his teammates, he's got Aerial and QS. QS has been a longtime player. He's another one of those players who was really big for a little while, then took a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Now he's starting to come back into it. He made top 8 in Spring Championship,
Yeah,
and it was kind of like,
still a beast.
Is he back?
He's just always been a beast. And Aerial has been kind of like long time. He's been in since 2015, closed beta. He's been competing in all the tournaments. He always did well in 2v2. He was like he was the
only
glue
sentinel
for a lot of different teams. Yeah, and he's the only.
He's
sentinel.
the only sentinel.
But QS, I want to talk. I have a unique perspective about QS,
Okay.
and it's that I thought Blue was pretty quick to dismiss QS. It's been a long time since he played, but we saw him come in at Spring Championship. QS, I knew QS before Brawlhalla.
Oh.
We met in an old competitive game called Bloodline Champions, and he was absolutely the best at one particular class in that game. And all you need to know about that class is that it was the fastest moving class in the game. Pinpoint precision, super quick teleports. And QS had a mastery of that class that really just made it broken. Like he broke the class wasn't broken. QS was broken with that class.
Okay.
And that's why I feel like we see that parallel of him playing Hattori often. He's picking his
fast, quick,
character,
precise,
his fast, quick, precise character. And QS, I think he is capable of defeating anybody. So, contrary to what Blue was saying, I think QS is actually a huge threat in this match. But we're going to just have to find out. Our next match is coming up from both of these teams, Pink Team and Orange Team. It's like Orange Team is going with Aerial, who's locking in with his world-famous Asuri. I mean, that's when you think Aerial, I think Asuri. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
And then Knees has a repertoire of characters, I think, but he's been playing Diana. He did Diana throughout the Spring Championship. It's been working well for him. I don't know who's going to win this. If we're going to go with Blue's predictions, apparently Knees should just win this. He's the boss, and Aerial hasn't been around. He hasn't been around lately.
I'm leaning towards the Pink Team as well, if not just for the fact that I see Pink Team more in Twitch chat. They just tend to be a little bit more active in the community, and you gotta support the homies.
Okay.
But we're gonna see Knees. I like the Diana pick. We just saw Diana do incredible work.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I can do that too. Like, I'll just do the exact same thing with my Diana.
This is my favorite Diana skin too. This was what is it? Ember has a skin that looks like Diana, and Diana has a skin that looks like Ember. This is my favorite one. So there's Knees, almost $1,000 earned. He's been at the DreamHack lands. If you guys aren't come to DreamHack, come to DreamHack. Come meet Knees. Esports. All right, here we go. Orange Team versus Pink Team. It's our third match of the day. This is game 1 of this crew battle, and Knees starting off with a weapon quickly, but Aerial unafraid to fight unarmed, now equipped with the sword. I think between sword and katars, a sword is the stronger weapon for Aerial, just in my opinion. He has amazing katars, but he'll get some kills with the sword here. And you see him just sliding off, reverse, backdashing off the platform there into a nair. Oh man, go for that neutral signature. That could have just gimped.
More pickups from Knees. Neutral Light goes for a cider this time. He's getting some great damage built up onto Aerial, really putting distance between him. Knows that the blasters have that advantage in range over the sword, so he does not want to get stacked. Now that he's got the weapon advantage over Aerial, you can start to see him move a little bit more forward. See if he can get that kill option off of Aerial. Is he going to control this corner?
Aerial's pretty damaged right now. Knees just one good hit away from getting it. You know he can do some work with that bow side signature. Very difficult to dodge, but Aerial manages to dodge it. Perfect reaction off of the spot dodge. My goodness. Aerial takes the first stock.
That was brilliant. He waited out the spot dodge and just, like, it looked like he spot dodged in air without burning iframes. Like, he just was there waiting for his spot dodge to end up, and then he went for the side air.
Not much extra credit.
Yeah.
Knees able to equalize that pretty quick.
Now he's got the blasters in hand. He's going to start to get this damage built up, but Aerial staying inside of these blasters hitboxes. Blasters do not have the best stacked option, so Aerial trying to take advantage of that.
Both players totally evened up. Aerial took the first stock, but that just doesn't matter now.
Great spot dodge. Gets that gravity cancel. Downlight into the side air. Ooh, double downlight into recovery. Damage is even.
We see that downlight side air a lot on blasters, but Knees is doing it mid-air. He's starting it with gravity cancel. It doesn't matter if he's on the ground or not. You get the same combo off.
Ooh,
nice
into
pickup.
the stacked recovery, that grounded recovery from Knees. It's going to give him that stock advantage, but he's so damaged. We could see this being a very close set.
Knees just building up the damage right now. He's got the stock lead at X pivot neutral air for just a tiny little bit more damage. He knows every way to maximize his damage off of any starting move. He's in the red right now, but he's got Aerial in the red. He's one good hit away from taking the lead here. So much better to end a game with 2 stocks than 1. And Aerial takes it back. Now, even if Aerial loses this match, he did a great job just getting this one, digging it down to 1 stock. If you're going to go down, this is the way to do it, because this is the least you could lose by, right? But
it's not over yet.
Yeah, you can't count Aerial out.
Okay, downlight into neutral air. Knees going to finish that one up. And that was a clean 1 stock lead. Pink team going to be up +1.
Good one for the pink team.
Yeah. Up next, who's the pick going to be?
Let's look at, we got these replays rolling here. Knees finishing him off with a neutral air. And then, you know, Knees, he just does that downlight side air combo anytime. And picking up with that recovery, that's difficult to do. Usually you're picking somebody up on the way up, not with the very first hitbox, because there's nothing underneath you when you do that. Actually quite vulnerable going for that move. You have to be like totally point blank without getting hit.
Yeah, you have to be stacked for it.
Yeah, Knees manages to get it done. So, who is the next player for the orange team? Looks like QS, the legend himself. Let's see if he can live up to how much I talked him up.
He's going to be coming in likely with the Hattori pick. High speed, very precise weaponry. Going up against Knees, who will be having 1 stock left. If Knees can get a stock off of QS, that's going to be big.
Yeah. All right, so QS gets to ban all but 3. I don't know what the right strat is for him. We just get rid of maps that he doesn't like.
He actually likes tri-platform maps, and that's what you're seeing. There's 2 tri-platform maps and then Small Thunderguard Stadium.
Yeah, Small Thunderguard. Small Thunderguard's great for a high-speed character because you get to use the recovering to the other side of the wall option more easily. The more airspeed you have, the easier it is to take advantage of that. So either way, it works out well for QS, I think.
It is worth pointing out, he's only 1 speed up on Knees. So it isn't a huge
it's not like he's the only one who gets to use it, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Knees versus QS coming up. I know we're watching 2D, and it's, you know, he's a great guy. We should look at his stats whenever we can.
He's the next
QS
one
is actually, he is the anchor. We got QS coming up next versus Knees. All right, so they're going to start right as soon as the clock hits 7:40, the match begins. Here we go. So Knees with the 1 stock remaining from the previous match he just won. See if he can push the lead further and go positive in this crew battle by taking a stock off of QS. Or
He's
if
got the
QS
triple
can
hit.
neutralize this lead.
All right. Neutral line. Oh, didn't pivot it that time, so ends up just shooting right above himself. Oh, great pickup from QS into that gravity cancel downlight neutral air. Damage trading back and forth, but QS wants to make sure he doesn't lose the stock, and he might not. Weapon toss! Done!
Yep, just like that. All right, QS. That was
a quick
he
one.
He was quick to
30
get
seconds.
that one done.
Yeah. He's like, get out of here. I got another match to do.
Dude, QS is ready, man.
And he's not able to go +1. But he did well. He
But
did
you
the
know,
first game.
no,
He gave his
well,
team
to
the
take
momentum.
3 stocks is, I mean,
Yeah.
that's going even, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's good. But now he's leaving it up to his next teammate. Who's it gonna be?
There's 2D.
It's
There's
either
Fizz.
2D or Fizz.
And it looks like it's going to be Fizz. And like I was saying, that picture of 2D that we saw earlier, that's because he's the anchor for the pink team. All right, so Fizz is the pick. He's going to be coming in with this Mordex. It's going to be 3 stocks to 3 stocks for this matchup.
Just a straight
Yeah.
fight going into this.
Standard 1v1.
So Fizz can really get some work done with his scythe, and QS has got to watch out for that. I think of all the things that QS could fight against, scythe is probably the most difficult for him because he never got like scythe really started showing up in the meta later.
Yeah,
after
he
started playing less. And so I feel like he has the least matchup experience against Scythe, and Fizz has a really, really great Scythe. So it's going to be tough for him. See if he can get it done going into this match.
All right, so we've got QS and Fizz here. 3 stocks on each of them, and Fizz does have that weapon that you were talking about. That's Scythe. A lot of string potential. It's got the active input, which means that he can kind of whip people around. There you see that down air active input to throw him to the left side. He's playing this careful. He's trying to just poke
Yeah.
QS, trying to see how QS is going to react to stuff. Now he's starting to get a little bit more momentum onto this one. Throws out the ice. That side swing
Nice!
QS.
What a sweet combo,
Yeah.
QS! Oh my goodness! Fizz fights his way back onto the stage. QS with a little bit of a damage advantage quickly gets equalized by Fizz. And it's anybody's stock now. Next big hit should take it. That one would have done it. QS gets the punish on him instead. Now with the sword, Fizz still unarmed. There's a weapon on the floor. He knew what he wanted. He had that signature locked and loaded. Off the side, the weapon throw could be enough. And right before QS was going to get the pogo on him, Fizz slams him down and reverses the stock, takes it for himself.
So close so many times with those neutral signatures, but Fizz just barely able to jump out in time. Now he's sticking with the gauntlets, wants as much damage momentum as possible. These side airs, just barely dodges underneath it to the turnaround. Down like ground pound, lots of damage on the Fizz. Kill option. Nope, there's side airs. Oh, he avoided the weapon toss. He's living. Fizz still holding on to the stock and denies the weapon from QS.
Oh, that's rough for QS. Oh, and look at all this damage that Fizz is getting on a stock that should just be gone already. Oh my!
Goes through the side sig.
Fizz is untouchable now. QS a very
Oh, he
preemptive-
got the read.
and he's so far up
chasing.
in the sky. Oh man, QS is in trouble here.
There's so
Fizz-
much damage.
Fizz is really starting to run away with a lead here. Another uppercut. It's not enough to get the KO, but he is so close. The weapon throw from way downtown. Okay. He would have made it back.
If QS did nothing there, Fizz would have made it back with gauntlet side airs.
Yeah, just because of the side air. Oh, man. All right, QS in the red here. The stocks are equalized, but he's got a lot of work to make up for the damage he lost while Fizz was still at 3 stocks. He's got the sword in hand. Fizz looking for his weapon, playing very evasive until he's able to grab the scythe. Now with the scythe, he's coming in strong. QS just looking for his opening. There it is. Takes advantage. Presses 2 more hits on to Fizz. Fizz starting to get into deep yellow here. Orange now. This is great. QS really bringing it back on damage. He's basically evened it up now.
Just that corner pressure. Fizz kept getting caught every single time he's coming up. He's really fishing for the kill option onto QS.
Yeah, I mean, he
and QS
would
is punishing him for
die.
it.
Yeah, if he would definitely get the KO if any of those landed, but QS doing a great job of avoiding over and over the killing blow. And now he's got Fizz in red. This is great for QS off the side, though. Okay, back makes it back. Fizz without a weapon. unable to edgeguard QS's crafty recoveries. And once again, we're back to neutral here. QS,
All right.
that's it for
Yeah,
QS.
He's going to throw up on that one.
He'd have died from anything. He was so deep in red there.
But he got good damage on the Fizz.
Yeah,
Like, this
Fizz is
very
in
close.
red. He could equalize this pretty quick here, but you know, it can be tough to get that 1 KO, and that side signature not enough to do it. You know, we talk about Hattori being so quick and how that's great and all, but does only have 4 strength. And
gonna look left to
the
right, yeah.
reversal, if it went the other way, it
Far this
definitely would have
distance
KO'd.
Fizz wants to get this damage, wants to give himself as much of an advantage as possible.
Yeah, any little hit Fizz gets is huge, but QS equalizes, and we are now down to the final stocks of these two players. Now they're both the second players in each of their respective teams. There's still an anchor coming out from both teams.
QS on these edge guards, just keeping Fizz on these corners. That's a burn dodge from Fizz. QS takes full advantage
yeah, he
of
gets
it.
a really extended combo because he got the dodge burn on Fizz. Now Fizz,
around.
he used this gravity cancel, didn't have a dodge during any of that, but he didn't need it, just kept applying the pressure, and QS couldn't answer back. Coming down to our final few hits here. They're both on their final stocks. And QS in the lead now. Maybe one good neutral, one well-placed signature might be able to do it. Oh, this could be it! Off the side!
Weapons
The
off
cider is
avoided.
not enough! QS goes
he
back
backed
for a
up.
weapon!
Yeah.
Letting Fizz make it back to the stage!
Charged up.
Wow,
Fizz
that
with no
would've gotten it.
punish.
Fizz able... I can't believe he dodged out of that. And now QS...
It's also still act. Down like he doesn't hit the side air. Fizz gonna hold on to this stock. He gets out of so many dangerous spots. And Fizz
Yeah,
is
it's
holding
like,
on to
oh,
this
he's
stock,
definitely
man.
dead, but
Yeah.
he manages to survive. And Fizz, he's still so damaged. QS just one good hit away from victory here. Can he get it? Fizz is trying to neutral air him off the stage, and QS will not give him the chance.
The recovery?
What?
Okay, QS finishes it off.
He picked him
Low
up with that
ground
recovery
yeah.
like he had blasters or
Yeah.
something.
But
You rarely see a sword player pick somebody up off the ground with a
yeah,
recovery.
usually you set up
It's
with a down
difficult
line.
to do.
You just go for
Why
the down
not?
line in that position. But
not QS.
really well done,
Get it
QS. Able to get the stock that's going to give his team the advantage. And it's all left to 2D
Yeah.
against the 4 stocks of the orange team.
So, 2D of the pink team coming in all the way from Israel.
So this is historically, like we talked about how Hyson was Draxu. 2D was too spooky for me, if I'm not mistaken, right?
For a while, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's gone back to 2D, and I couldn't be happier. He
Well.
is 2D. He's the 2D we know and love. He is. He's wearing that the Israeli flag there, and he is from Israel. He is.
But that means my history books should say that he's got an Olgrim and he's got an Azoth. He's got some solid axe picks in his kit. I'm curious what he's going to be bringing out against QS.
Yeah, I am not sure. Will it be an axe? Does he have a secret weapon up his sleeve?
He might.
We're waiting to see what 2D is going to pick against QS. He only has to deal with one stock of QS, and then he's got to run through the 3 stocks of Orange Team's anchor, the Ninja 729.
That's a pretty solid anchor.
That is a good anchor.
That's
yeah,
a really good anchor.
I feel like I'd have done the same thing if I was on Orange Team. Yeah, let's save the Ninja. He could just win.
Oh,
And
it's going to be the Ember.
okay.
Okay.
Unusual, but a good pick, at least for a fight where you only have to fight one stock.
Yeah.
This seems like a good pick.
It is risky, though, because you're going in with a 4 defense character. That means you're going to take a lot more damage per hit, and it means you have more potential to lose that stock early. And
As long as he doesn't lose
yeah,
that one stock, it'll
as
totally
stock,
be
it's
worth
fine,
it.
But
Uh-oh.
risky.
Did he hear? Oh,
He's gotta
okay.
be the right
That's
color.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who we were looking at in the wrong color. It's like, whose team is this guy on?
why'd this other team come in here? What happened? I do like that his clan tag is Gimp, because a Gimp would be massive here.
Yeah, this is the time. This
That's
is the
when
time
you
to
wanna
give.
get those Gimps.
Let's see if he can get it. QS will have only one stock going into this match. So check out 2D's stats here. He's been in one single top 8, but he's earned himself over $730. You can't see it, but he's made many, many top 32s, and that's why he's up here today. And 2D,
Conveniently ranked
2D,
32.
he's capable. I mean, he's the captain of this team. He's pretty high power rank to be in this
Yeah.
position, right? So here we go. 2D versus QS begins right now. Remember, QS just holding on to that one stock he had remaining from his previous fight that he won. 2D. Ideally, just takes out this one stock without losing one of his. Then he's just got a straight up even 1v1 against the Ninja 729.
Yo, but QS is the one driving this one. Despite the fact that he's only got one stock to work with, he's putting out the hurt on the 2D. 2D now going to swap over to this bow. Might be a little bit more comfortable with this bow play. Goes in for the sidelight. I like the patience on 2D to not go for the obvious follow-up of the downlight.
Yeah, everybody's going to follow up with the downlight, but 2D's actually, we were talking about this before, he's getting a feel for how QS reacts out of the sidelight, and there are much more punishing options than the downlight that are less true. It's difficult to just follow up immediately, but if you get the read, way more advantageous. QS, ooh man, nearly got the KO with that neutral signature, but 2D responds with his own. The damage is super even. Can 2D get rid of QS without losing a stock? That'd be so huge for the pink team here. And QS, desperate to go positive for the orange team. He's so close to getting it.
Neutral air, not going to kill. Not quite enough. QS going to rotate over to this wall. Wants to just kind of reset positions here. Another neutral air again, not going to kill. Neutral air, not the strongest kill option. But it's safe.
Yeah, it's a quick one. I think it's just because he's landing it low. Had he been up in the sky when he landed, he'd do great. And maybe just one more anywhere on the stage at this point will get a KO. QS managing to stay alive. Uh-oh, now without a weapon.
Neutral light.
2D, perfect, perfect. Getting rid of that weapon turned out to be detrimental for QS. Because without a weapon, Bo really has a great advantage there, and all it took was a neutral light from 2D to finish him off. So the Ninja 729 is going to be coming out for the orange team now to face off against 2D. Both players will have all three of their stocks, so it is just a straight up 1v1 right now between the final two members of each team.
I'm worried if 2D goes in with the Ember again. The Ember was a good pick, but Cannon just hits so incredibly hard. Just that the 4 defense makes me so nervous for 2D.
Yeah, I wonder. There are some combos that are like damage specific on Cannon. Yeah, and maybe being a low defense character would actually throw that out of whack. Yeah. like he wouldn't, doesn't fight the low defense people often, so he doesn't know, the ninja, right? Maybe he doesn't know how this follow-up can lead into that, or that follow-up just doesn't work anymore because he gets knocked too far away. And maybe it'll come be advantageous for him or something like that. 2D's really thinking about it, though. The ninja, really, the rules are that 2D has to lock in first and show the ninja and give him the opportunity to counterpick. But Ninja's not counterpicking. He doesn't care. He's locked in, and now 2D gets to decide what he's going to do with this.
My question is can Ninja hit it? Can he hit the 3-piece and finish off with the cannonball? Can he get the either downlight or sidelight, side air recovery, gravity? Can he get it?
The sandstorm special?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what he can do. He can't end it with a bear trap, though.
No, but a cannonball works just
as well.
Cannonball,
yeah, kind of the same area. That would be so cool. Now I'm cheering for the ninja. I would love to see that. But what's 2D got up in his pocket? He's strategizing with his team. He must be talking to his team like, what
do we do?
What's the strat here?
Is there a random pick that he's got that nobody's seen before?
Yeah, he's thinking. We're looking at the game chat here. Our admins thought something was wrong, and he's just like, I'm thinking. Hold on.
This is a tough one. There's a lot on the line. It's important.
Oh, he's sticking with Ember. All right, man. He's going with his gut here.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out, because like you were saying, Cannon hits really hard. Sidra has really hard-hitting SIGs, and maybe 2D can make up for it by picking a large map, but really Ninja gets to ban all the three.
He's going to leave Brawlhalla.
Yeah, look, Ninja gave him a small map. He gave him the least amount of walls. And wait, did 2D go with the small map?
He went with
Brawlhaven. Okay.
This is a map that Embers love this map, but so do Cannons. This is what Cannons want.
Yeah, I think the advantage goes both ways with this particular matchup here.
All right, well, Ninja able to pick up the first spawn weapon, but it's not the one
he wants. Dude, he wants Cannon. He immediately wants Cannon. And we got, okay. All right, we're getting, I think we're doing a 740 start here.
Yeah,
it's not necessary, but, they're going to do what they're going to do. All right, here we go. Now it's on for reals. 740 start. And 2D with a huge opener.
Almost got it.
What?
Into a nair.
I've never seen that. That was cool.
Usually you see a recovery off the side air, but instead he opted for a nair.
It worked. I mean, that was like as fast as the nair could come out, and it chained in true. I mean, that was just like, what? Oh, man.
He threw that and then went in underarm for the neutral light to set up for the extra damage on the weapon toss.
Oh, the Legend 729. This guy is crazy. Right. Wow, that was such a good-looking combo.
But he threw away his cannon trying to finish that off the neutral light. 2D with the flag.
He's taunting? What's going on here? Is he lagging?
Yeah, is that because that's what people do, right? Is like they're like, oh, I'm lagging. Let me taunt real quick.
This looks like a bot.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think So I think we've got a disconnection now.
Right, thumbs up.
Oh, and he's back. He's back. Okay. Woof. Great, excellent sportsmanship from the ninja, right? I mean, you couldn't blame him if he just went on attacking,
yeah,
right?
I take those.
But he let 2D come back. He didn't get one swing on 2D's bot. Whoa! We saw the ninja do that a lot with Cannon in Spring Championship. And it seems so great with Cannon because it's very horizontal, long weapon, right? But he did it with the sword. Where he just shoots it just barely over the edge and ends up being a really good edge guarding tool. And the ninja, he's the only player I'm seeing doing that. Nice.
Nice down sig.
Not enough?
Yeah, the hot step not going to finish off the Ninja 729. Just not quite enough damage. The neutral signature will finish off, but a lot of damage in the Ninja 729's favor. Did he prime his next weapon? I didn't quite catch. I think his next weapon's going to be the sword.
I think it's a sword, yeah. But look, he's even fighting with the sword.
Anchor. Oh, just barely dodges through the anchor. Just enough iframes on that one, but 2D still taking damage. These neutral air juggling 2D.
Oh, man. Ninja's in a great spot. He hasn't even been hurt on his second stock yet.
Oh,
he thought he was going to fall far enough, but no. Ninja still no weapon for 2D, and another stock down. This is huge for the orange team. 2D now down to the pink team's final stock, and he's got to take out 2 full stocks from the Ninja. It's going to be difficult.
Goes in for the neutral light, picks up a down air. The wake up from 2D going to stop all of that momentum, but still huge damage advantage.
It's good that he did interrupt it because the ninja was on his way. That was like he had more left in that combo by a lot more left. Off the side.
Oh, the
whoa!
side sig.
Oh man!
Barely touched, but he's still taking so much damage.
What?
Oh!
He charged that neutral signature. He knew 2D. He can see into the future. What an incredible read. The Ninja 729. That was insane. We're going to see it on the replay. Let's look at the first 2 kills, and then let's really look at the last kill. That was crazy. Okay, so that weapon throw edge guard, that is like the ninja special. He's the only person I see doing that. And he does it a lot, too. Usually it's with a cannon, though. He tried to do it again there. Ends up getting the KO. The gravity cancel down, so that was crazy. And look at this KO. What in the heck? Okay, here it is. What? He really knew what 2D wanted to do. That was crazy. Oh, man, what a good match. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are down to our final match of the day. It's going to be red team versus white team. And this is the widest disparity match we have. Red team, Viper, Simple, and Blue, they are the #1 seeded team in this whole series. Blue, of course, the #1 player in Europe right now overall. And Viper, second place, 2v2 in World Championships, right? He's like, Viper has a pedigree, a long pedigree of stomping people in 1v1 and 2v2.
Very historied player. But on the other side, the white team, that is going to be Daiku, Pavelski, and Effie. These are far and away the underdogs and arguably the most slept-on team here.
I think slept-on's a good way to describe it because, well, I'm excited to see Effie play. Everyone's
There's a lot of people excited for Effie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are dismissing Effie. A lot of the opponents are dismissing Effie because where have you been, right?
Yeah.
He's taken like a year break. And back now for the Pro Series. He's been on the grind once he found out he was going to be in the Pro Series, but it hasn't even been that long. So, Daiku, obviously, he's got the confidence in Effie to do it. Daiku's very high power ranked, He had this opportunity to form this team. He was actually like the 4th captain to pick his team. And he ended up in the lowest seed. He had higher seed options, but he went with Effie and Pavelski. Now, Pavelski's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he is a hero killer for sure. Effie, what is he capable of? Well, we're going to find out here today. Daiku, Pavelski, and Effie going up against the number 1 seeded team, Viper, Simple, and Blue. Let's head over to the lobby and see who these teams are going to be sending out first.
We heard a little bit from Blue just a little while ago saying that he's not worried about anyone on this team except for Pavelski.
Yep. He said something along the lines of maybe in 2015 I'd be worried about
Maybe.
Daiku.
Maybe if we were in 2015, this team would be scary, but he's not worried about it right now. Blue, one of the most dominant players in the European region, like you said, top power ranked. He has been absolutely destroying.
He's really been dominating. 1v1 and 2v2. Blue is just all over it. So it looks like red team is sending out Viper first. Pretty solid pick. Maybe they're saving Blue as the anchor.
Yeah, that would make a lot of
sense. But who's the white team going to be sending out first? Are they going with Effie right off the bat? Is it Pavelski? Okay.
So it is going to be Pavelski versus Viper to start off this game 1. Viper, I always remember his blasters, but lately he's been mixing it up. I think it's been a little bit more Ragnar favored, so that might be the pick.
Yeah. Well, I think Ragnar's his 2v2 pick.
True.
Will he use him in 1v1? Well, I mean, why not, right? Probably. But I think he might have some other picks for 1v1. Never mind. Ragnar. We're going. Double Ragnar. Okay, right on.
So many dragons.
It's a dragon
Double
fight.
dragon.
I'm down with a dragon fight.
And yep, they are going to be in their proper team colors. It's going to be Viper in the red Ragnar, and then Pavelski is that white Ragnar.
Team red, team white. Check out Viper's stats here. 11 top 8s, and this was mostly in 2018. $15,000. Dang. Get some of that Brawlhalla esports money, right? There's never been a better time to start practicing some Brawlhalla and start taking it to the top level. And check out Pavelski here. Low ranks, right?
Yeah.
But
Sleepers.
He's don't
sleepers.
sleep on Pavelski here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 1 seed versus number 8 seed, top seed versus lowest seed here in the European Brawlhalla Pro Series going down right now. Red team versus white team.
First
See
pickup
what
is
Pavelski can
Pavelski. He's getting the first couple of hits, but he's not getting the follow-ups.
Oh.
What an
He
option.
just walked behind him. That was kind of crazy.
He just stood there for a hot minute. All right, neutral light into the side light, nair, ground pound, keeping the follow-ups going. Trying to get these 3 hits off this axe. So much damage built up in Viper, and now he's got an axe of his own.
Oh, man, Pavelski's looking pretty good, dude.
Chase dodge down? That was scary.
That's some wrench stuff. That's aggression. All right, Pavelski looking for the finisher on Viper. He's pretty close to it.
Weapons.
Depending on where he lands it, Twilight Grove. What? That was awesome. Oh, it didn't get the KO, but wow, that was awesome. He followed him after the downlight just far enough to land the recovery on him. Had he just buffered the recovery immediately after. Oh, the KO. Pavelski takes the first stock.
The Spitfire from Pavelski.
Man. All right. So right now, this is a true statement that the lowest seed is beating the highest seed in the series right now. That is a fact.
The double downlight from Pavelski. He's just getting this damage built up onto Viper. They need as much of an advantage as possible, though, because on the red team, they've got Blue and Simple, 2 of the strongest current European players. The ground pound. Viper.
Whoa, just
touches
barely.
the corner.
Oh, my goodness. Good thing Viper was able to make it back up there. That would have been detrimental.
Gravity cancels the side signature. Viper starting to look for the kill option onto Pavelski, but Pavelski
2
with
stocks
the
up.
recovery. He's getting so many
Oh
kills.
my God! This
he's
was
sticking with the guitarist.
into the weapon throw. That he meant to do that.
A little extra damage for that one.
Every little bit counts. He's 2 stocks ahead. Oh man! Can Pavelski 3-stock Viper in his crew battle match against the highest seeded team? Oh man! What a great start for the white team so far. But don't count Viper out yet.
Dash dancing on the main stage.
Viper. He's being way more careful now. I think he's respecting the fact that Pavelski absolutely could 3-stock him.
Right, goes in. Yep, that is
right.
going to be the kill option. Denies the 3 stock. Needs to get one more to make sure that this one stays even.
Yeah, he's not that damaged. He could definitely just take another stock from Pavelski. But, oh, man, it'd be so great for the
Nice.
white team if Pavelski could just come away with this with 2 stocks remaining.
On this corner, Pavelski trying to keep Viper locked into that shoot, but Viper gets back up. All right, Spitfire over the corner. Pavelski doesn't
Uh-oh.
even grab the
Yeah,
axe.
I
Didn't
thought
want
for
it.
sure. He doesn't care. He's going to fight unarmed.
Oh my gosh, these
oh
big
man,
swings.
kind of wish he had a weapon now.
Oh, the side air.
no, Viper!
Oh,
Oh,
he
one
touched-
down air away. Okay, he escapes out of that one, but just barely
Oh my gosh.
off the side again. Pavelski
Oh!
again. Viper has done it. He equalized. It was looking like he was going to get 3 stocked. And then, bam, we're down to a single stock game here.
Reverse
And
3 stock?
Honestly, yeah, he could absolutely reverse this.
All right, sidelight. Nair goes in for the ground
Nice
pound,
ground
getting
pound.
damage. Pavelski needs to finish the stock off of Viper, but Viper's done such a good job for his team, making sure this one stays close. Opened
Oh
up.
man, Viper is all over. What the heck?
Oh.
Viper is so good.
With the weapon toss.
Pavelski nearly gets the finisher. He is just looking. It was looking like a 3-star,
Oh,
and now
okay.
he's just
Oh.
getting the win, and he does it. Pavelski. Oh man. Good job, Viper. Right? It was like that was clutch, dude, because he was about to just get 3 stock. He was pretty close.
It's like something clicked in his head, and he was like, wait, I'm the top seeded
Wait,
team.
actually, yeah.
Like, hold
Actually,
on.
I'm sick at this game. Hold on. That was nuts. Oh, man. All right, look at these replays here. Pavelski, man. He was... Look at this. He gets him at 3. And then the next clip, he has 2 stocks down. It just... In like less than 2 minutes, Viper took 2 stocks off of Pavelski. And then it looked like he was about to bring it back again. So, red team, they've got 2 options now. Do they send out Simple? Do they send out Blue? Which one's coming first?
I think
Who are they
send out
saving for the
Simple.
anchor?
I think they send out Simple here. Yeah. All
Looks
right.
like you're right, and that makes sense, you know. Save Blue for the anchor position.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it, you know, Blue is definitely the guy to just take care of
Oh.
business. And Simple
Okay.
locking in with Wu Shang.
This is interesting. Simple, I've seen him on the Diana. I've seen him on the Bodvar. Those are the 2 kind of common picks that I see from Simple. But coming out with this Wu Shang, seems like the European region is starting to like this Wu Shang a little bit more.
Yeah, we went from seeing very few Wu Shangs to like a few, just more now. We've seen a lot more now. Faison made the switch to
he
to
started
Wu
it.
Shang toward the end of Pro Series NA just a couple weeks ago, and even before that, it was you'd almost never see it. But I don't think I've ever seen Simple doing it. I don't know what's going on here, but all right, it's happening. And you know what? I welcome our Wu Shang overlords.
Well, Pavelski is going to be coming in with 1 stock against the 3 of Simple, so Simple has a very good chance of making this very even.
Oh yeah, and he's Simple, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Simple can get a lot done. I wouldn't be surprised if Simple just ran through the rest of the white team on his own. He is an absolute monster, but it just comes down to how the match plays out, and a lot of different things can happen. We'll just have to find out and see because it starts right now.
White team versus red team. Pavelski 1 stock. If he gets another, again, big advantage to his team. All right, this time he is going to pick up the axe. Knows what it feels like to be unarmed on that edge. Oh, but Simple catches him with a recovery, reads that downward movement. Pavelski struggling to find these hits that he was getting just a moment ago. Simple doing a really good job of positioning around this axe, but as I speak, Pavelski opening him up, switching over to the Qatar. So much momentum, but Simple dodges out of the Spitfire.
Ooh. Oh, it's the Dobrian strat.
3 side 6 in a row. One of them's going to hit.
It's a good finisher move here. Pavelski not in a position to punish it. And now he's respecting it. I think he is like avoiding where that side signature could come out of. And without Simple using it, he's covering a whole area here.
That was really close.
Oh
That
my
one's gonna hit.
goodness, Simple. Okay. Okay, all right. Pavelski makes it back.
Nice side air. Shove Simple away.
Pavelski's so close to going positive here. Oh no! One more
Close.
hit.
Gets
Can he
through
get
the
it?
recovery. There's the down toss. Simple yet to throw out a side signature. Pavelski goes for the dodge read.
Oh, no! Oh! I thought for
Misses
sure
the punish,
Simple was
yeah.
going to get the KO off of that punish, but he gets it anyway with a weapon throw, comboed into unarmed uppercut. Nice play by Simple to keep it tight there because they have equal stocks now on both both teams.
All that damage is completely
And I really,
now.
it was so great that Pavelski was in the lead because I thought this is how white team can do it.
Yeah.
Get a really early lead and push it on as far as they can. Because with somebody like Blue waiting as the anchor, it's not actually an even match right now. Even though the stocks are even, Blue will shred somebody. So they needed like a buffer of stocks, in my opinion, to make it through what Blue had, what Red Team had in just loaded up, right? So, but we'll see. We can't count out the white team. Daiku and Effie still up, waiting. Who's going to come out next? Is it Daiku?
I'm expecting Effie to be the pick for the white team.
I think they would have Daiku as the clutch master.
Okay.
You know what? The excitement builds. Is
This is gonna be interesting.
Effie the ultimate anchor?
Yeah, is he the strongest anchor for the white team? That's gonna be interesting. I guess Daiku, maybe he wants to get the momentum for his team and give Effie the strongest potential, or at the very least, Effie, he's a very cerebral player. This gives him extra time to study the matchups.
That's
right?
a good point.
Just more
that's
time
a
to
great
think.
way to put it. He is Effie. Once upon a time, Effie easily was the most cerebral player in Brawlhalla. So yeah, give him some more time.
He forgot his color. He was too busy admiring the Shinsekai.
It really is a nice looking skin.
Yeah. All right, map bans. He's getting rid of the tri-platform maps. Does not want any platforms.
Yeah, I don't know what the strategy is here. I think if he leaves Twilight open, Simple's going to Twilight.
You think? I think with the way Simple likes using side signature, he might go for a small Brawlhaven or small Mammoth.
Oh, that's a good point. You're right. You don't want that island in the way.
Yeah.
Or even Thunder Guard's platforms might get in the way. So small Brawlhaven is probably his pick. But nope. The tried and true Mammoth Fortress. All right, let's see it. Simple versus Daiku.
I love how Simple's just like a head shorter.
A little bigger on the screen.
I mean, that's Daiku's stature, man. He's such a big player, historied player. Gonna be starting off with the Shinsekai Koji against Simple. Has that weapon advantage, was trying to deny. Instead, ended up juggling and picking up that bow. Simple's now got the gauntlets. Trying to open up Daiku.
Wow, Simple had a great read on him there. He kind of followed him down to the ground in a vulnerable position and ended up getting the getting the hit off. Just twisting around to the other side. He's got a good feel on Daiku, it looks like. But the damage is even. Daiku getting some work done on Simple here.
Ooh, side signature connects. Daiku's off stage. Simple just needs to finish this edge guard. He's going to maintain this corner pressure, wait for Daiku's exclamation points, but the soft platform going to help Daiku out. Yep, he is able to make it back safely.
Daiku in red right now, but he's
out.
in a position to end
Weapon toss.
Simple right now. One more ground pound. Oh,
he's still keeping
but
it.
it's still
He's keeping
going.
it.
Oh, man.
Turn around.
Daiku had him right there.
Down
It
air.
was so close. It's
Daiku.
still not over. He's
got it.
What?
Daiku got it. All right, great
Over and-
pressure maintenance
oh, man.
there. Able to finish off that edge guard, swapped weapons mid-edge guard, and cleaned up the stock. That means
That
Daiku's
was
got the
crazy
advantage.
because it was like over and over. It looked like, oh no, he had it, but he lost it, and he still
There.
managed to get it, and gets around Simple's edge guard. It looked like he was done for, but now he has the opportunity to get a little more extra credit on this stock. And you know what? He got one more hit than he would have. So it worked out.
Like 1 point of extra credit on that one. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Simple, such huge damage.
Gauntlet half
It's
pipe.
a good looking string too.
Goes in. Daiku gets caught. Slipper and dodge. Now he's got the sword play on a Simple, but Simple really backing up against Daiku. Oh, goes up with that one. Expected him to throw Simple more towards that left side.
Daiku in the red right now. Simple's one good hit away from getting it. Daiku's got to make up for the damage before he loses this stock. I don't think he wants to be behind at all against a player like Simple. The gravity canceled down signature to end Daiku's second stock there. Now Daiku on his final stock has some work to make up for here. It's going to be difficult.
All right, bow for Daiku. Can I get the stock off of Simple? Downlight Nair, recovery.
Oh, he caught
Nair.
his dodge. Oh, man. Luckily, Daiku makes it out of that before too much damage was done. Because he caught that dodge, and there was another 3 hits coming if Daiku didn't make it out.
Simple's
So
doing
damaged now.
such a good job of like stutter stepping his backward movement and just baiting Daiku to going further than he's expecting to have to. Oh, Downlight
Man.
can't quite get the recovery. The side signature, but Simple's just above it. Recovery. Daiku's starting to bleed out here. Simple might have 2 stocks. but down save will
that's
do it.
Simple goes up 2 stocks now. And we've seen this situation before when it was purple team versus black team. Heisen had a mere 3 stocks against black team's 5 stocks. He managed to clutch it out. Can Effie, the player who's been absent, like you can't see Duke's face right now, but
It's just Effie is the. I mean, look, if you can't see his avatar, but it is a giant question mark, and that is literally everyone else's thoughts
That's
on
how
Effie
we're
right
feeling
now.
about
It's a
this.
question mark. You don't know what Effie has. He was at one point a very dominant European player, and yet now he's come back. Like he's risen, and nobody knows what does Effie have.
Well, he has
got a
This
fate.
is already Fate is already a surprise because how many legends released since he was gone, right? So he's going with
like, what's the
one of the
second
latest
newest
characters. All right, so Effie, 3 stocks, has to take out the top 2 players in the region currently, Simple, and then Blue. 5 of their stocks. Can he somehow do this? It's going to be so difficult.
Yo, but if
But
he
how
does it-
exciting,
but
yeah,
if he
how
does it-
exciting would it be if Effie could do it?
All right, it is going to be Effie coming out of retirement, essentially.
This is
to fight
him
Simple.
coming out of retirement, that's for sure. Here we go. Effie's first competitive match in a long time, a year and a half or so. But he's back. He's earned over $4,000 in Brawlhalla back in the day. He's back for more here. Let's see what he can do against Blue and Simple.
He'll have the fate and he'll have the stock advantage for this game, but there's still 5 stocks that he has to take off of the red team.
All right, we are about to get into it. Simple versus Effie. It's going to be difficult overall. Here we go. Fight begins now. Okay, so Effie is the final player for the white team right now. Simple's got 2 stocks. I'm sure he feels like he can just do this with 2 stocks just fine. But then there's still Blue. Oh, Effie, all right.
Looking for more ground pounds. Simple trying to punish it. Effie getting some great damage onto Simple with these offstage ground pounds.
Dude, I'm so excited to see Effie win this whole thing, dude. Like, come on, he can maybe do it.
He's got to get through Simple first. He's gotten some good damage, but Simple's able to find responses. Ooh, chases forward for the downlight. Oh,
Nice
great
spot
spot dodge.
Oh my goodness. No, that's such a quick reaction. That's so fearless. I mean, it's optimal. And for a cerebral player like Effie, the status quo.
Right, neutral light
Off the
connects
side.
onto Effie.
Simple.
Punish.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice punish
Yeah.
by Effie. Simple couldn't
One
make
more.
it back still.
There we
Nice.
go.
Okay, Effie takes the first stock off of Simple. Simple down to 1 stock. Effie could potentially even this game up right now if he can manage to beat Simple without losing a stock here.
He's very damaged,
And that
though.
seems ridiculous and very difficult to do, but maybe he'll just have to fight Blue, the #1 European player, in a straight 1v1. Wow.
Simple able to avoid that neutral signature. Double
Effie!
dares.
Oh, man, Effie!
Oh!
Okay, all right, Simple evens it up, but oh, man. You got to give all your
Yeah.
props to Effie right now because, I mean, this is one good way to come out of retirement here. He is just on his way. Okay, but it's not over for Simple. Simple easily could just take another 2 stocks here without
yeah.
losing the rest of this.
All right, Effie, we haven't seen his scythe yet. It's predominantly been the orb play.
Nice ground pound. He used to be, I mean, when
Yeah.
Scythe was a new weapon, he was like on it. He was the most on it.
Interesting option. Went for the down signature to try to catch Simple moving towards the stage.
Yeah, it's unusual, but I feel like that's the kind of play you need to make when you don't have to fight this guy again, right? Like, it's over after this.
Yeah.
So to get a surprise
down
move
line.
on him like that is huge. Effie just took a bunch of damage from that recovery, gets him closer to the KO, but it's not enough.
game!
Oh man, dashing in with the haymaker. Effie now down to his final stock. He's got to take out Simple. He's still got blue to fight after this.
That is the second time that Simple's gone in.
Oh, no!
Linares!
Oh,
able
man.
to reset. He saved enough just to get back to the wall. Simple. He's throwing away the gauntlets, but he's getting so much damage. He can do this. The side signature
This
can
could be
Simple
it.
finish this one. The
That's
ground
it,
pound.
Simple.
Effie. He didn't even go for the
didn't
Nail
need
dodge. He
to.
knew it. He knew it was over. He didn't have the stocks. That is it. Simple is going to close it out. We didn't even have to see blue.
We didn't get to see blue at all. And that's kind of the story. You know, we saw the NA Pro Series happen before this, and it was kind of the same deal. In the first game, we didn't see the third player on black team, right? And the NA black team. Now in EU, red team is the highest seed, and the same story for them. We didn't even get to see what blue had in store for the white team, but maybe we will next week. And despite Effie losing that match, I think he had a really great showing, and you know, it's safe to say that a lot of people underestimated Effie. He's clearly got some skills here. He's got the skills to pay the bills, and there's going to be a lot of bills to pay coming up here soon.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on their shoulders, but really well played from all the players here. That is going to be the last of our matches for Tuesday, but we've got Thursday with 2v2 rotations.
That's right. All these same matchups you saw today at the exact same times as you saw today will be happening on Thursday coming up here just the day after tomorrow. You know, not even that long to wait.
Probably just leave this on.
And it's going to be a 2v2 format rather than the 1v1 crew battle we've been seeing. So teams of 3 fighting in 2v2, they have to use all 3 of their three team combinations that they can use of the 2 of 3 players on each team. We saw such close matches here today. I mean, wow. Down to the last stock on the first 2, down to just 2 stock differential with pink versus orange, and then red team, honestly, still pretty close. I mean, considering the huge differential in seed between those 2 teams, 9-5. Not that far away.
That's
I
not
mean,
bad. You didn't get 9
it's a
stocks.
full player. It's a full, right, and we've seen the 9
that
stock
happen,
happen. So you know, we've got some incredible matches to come up for you here. The EU Pro Series is only just getting started, and it looks so good because as the weeks go on, the matches that we watch get closer and closer seed wise. So it's only going to get better. Today was awesome.
Only gets better.
It's only going to get better. Join us Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. CEST, if that's where you're watching from. And we got some 2v2 action for you. Same matches as today. Join us then. We'll see you then. Appreciate all of you being here. That's it for today. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.